What's going on, my peoples? This your boy, Mr. OBF, back one time for your mind. Welcome to the OBF, the network, people. Make sure you guys hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell button so you guys get the live streams when we go live, people. And if you can, donate to the channel. Go to OBF, the real Cash App, and donate to the channel, people. We highly appreciate anything you guys can donate to the channel. Need more information to subscribe and donate to the channel. It's down there scrolling below the screen, people. Make sure you guys hit the like button when you come in and out of the building. And make sure you guys share the videos, man. It keeps the movement pushing. All right, people. You know, this level of hate and delusion is real out here in the field. And the hypocrisy that bothers me. So Paulie Malignaggi, a very average boxer. I don't even think he's a Hall of Famer, if I'm not mistaken, and he shouldn't be, him or Tim Bradley, because they trash. But he decides to come out here and do a Tim Bradley. Lie about shit, make up shit, and keep demanding that Tank Davis, the face of boxing, has to make these dudes fight. And the real thing is that Paulie Malignaggi, I'm gonna call him Paulie. Paulie really don't understand. Shout out to my brother Bell in the building. What up, bro, Bell? I'm good, bro. Paulie, not for some odd reason, I don't give a fuck if you got the best fighters in the ring fighting each other, and it's not promoted right, and just say that like a Terrence Crawford, right? Terrence Crawford is not selling anything. He can't do numbers without a big superstar, another like a superstar boxer, somebody with a name, somebody with a following that actually put asses in the seats. It was just proven his last fight in August. You got one of the richest dudes in Saudi Arabia backing your whole shit. You had PBC fighters on your undercard. You had Eminem come out. You did the big stadium, and you didn't do no numbers. This whole notion that all the blame goes on Tank Davis of not fighting anybody. Only person Terrence Crawford ever fought was fucking Earl Spence Jr. But let's get into what Paulie says, because the blame Tank. Let's just blame Tank for killing the sport of boxing. He's killing the sport of boxing. Okay, let's move on.
So, you know what, bro? These Saudi cards, you know, some of them are just the zone cards, right? Or they're low, or the lower paying pay-per-view. So it's the same thing. Why are we changing our standards? So that I don't mind. But I do think that the politics needs to be, you know, sort of pushed aside.
Yeah. Lower your standards. Lower your standards. Because the problem with boxing is that the dudes that a lot of people think that's good fighters, great fighters, right? They don't sell. It don't matter where you put them, they don't sell. And so Paulie says, "Oh, I have a problem with them selling pay-per-views lower than what they need to be." Let me tell y'all something. The era of Floyd Mayweather is gone, people. Okay? Nobody's going to do numbers like Floyd like that. Only person came close to that was Canelo and Tank Davis. And recently Terrence Crawford and Earl Spence, but you had to have a superstar like that. Listen, You know when Tank Davis does pay-per-views, he's doing what Floyd Mayweather did. He doesn't lower his prices. The Zone and all them other motherfuckers, they don't put a lot of them guys on pay-per-view because they can't sell. They can't sell a motherfucking thing. Paulie I guess he's forgetting that. They don't sell. You can have the best fighters in there. If neither one of them motherfuckers sell, prime example, Devin Haney, he doesn't sell. He fought Ron Garcia. Ron Garcia, he got a little following, whatever, but you need another motherfucker that can sell. He couldn't sell. They last fight, trash. They didn't sell shit. They didn't do that many great numbers. They didn't do great numbers at all. And mind you, Ron is only 2 fights out of fighting Tank Davis for one of the biggest fights in this last generation, the last 10 years. I ain't gonna say last 10 years. I say, well, last 5-6 years. Nobody sold like that. Terrence Crawford, Errol Spence ain't even do $1 million. And they supposed to do way more. They supposed to did what Tank and them did. Tank and Ryan did. Probably more than Tank and Ryan. But like I said, you got a motherfucker like Terrence Crawford that is a bad businessman, don't know how to do business, and he doesn't sell. He's not marketable. He's not marketable. Thank you, bro, Bell. You goddamn right. Terrence Crawford is the one killing boxing. He fucked one of the biggest fights in the last decade up because he overpriced themselves. Paulie, how about this? No, I'm gonna get to that. Let's move on. Let's listen to the other shenanigans that this dude says. Let's move on.
Oh, you don't need to have the politics, bro. You don't need to manufacture a star. You don't need to make Gervonta Davis against the guy who pumps my gas, and just because you need him to keep
First of all, manufacturing the star. What do you mean? You can't manufacture a star. It's already been tried. Look at Devin Haney. He's not a star. He's not even a star. Only reason Devin Haney is even known is because of the fucking internet. He don't even, listen, he does more that internet shit, like all them dudes, Tiafimo, all of them. Ron Garcia, all of them, they use social media to try to manufacture and pop, for popularity to get themselves up there, and they still don't sell shit. Tank Davis doesn't really do social media like that. Here and there, he come do it, and he's the motherfucking face of boxing. He sold more money than them. He put asses in the seats. That shit matters. You don't put Tank Davis in the same goddamn realm as these guys that can't sell. Terrence Crawford doesn't even use social media that well and that like he's supposed to, and that's why he ain't a star. He ain't about his skills. Everybody know how bad and how great Terrence Crawford is that he's not sellable. He can't sell shit. What we talking about here? Shout out to my brother LT in the building. What up, L? Oh, I'm gonna check them out. I got you. This is just to start the morning off. Because I'm getting irritated. These motherfuckers always making up shit. These dudes can't sell. That's the issue. First of all, you can put 2 boxes in a regular gym and okay, cool. You got promoters. It's like, yo, we're not paying these dudes all this money and they ain't going, yo, business matter. These dudes, I don't know what the fuck is wrong with Paulie. You've been around the game a long time. You know that it matters that shit sells. Oh, I forgot. Paulie wasn't even a superstar. He was just above average of a star. Your biggest fights is fighting black fighters that put you in that realm. You ain't beat no fucking body. Every time Paulie got into a big fight, he didn't win nothing. He didn't win the big one. Adrian Broner beat you up and took your girl. Fuck out of here. I don't even blame you for the girl part because they let you know that she was a hoe from the jump. At least you know early. But anyway, before you put a ring on it, nigga. Shout out to Rich in the building. Yeah, listen, man. We all know Paulie is a fucking racist too. So, like, we got to be real about this. He's one of them dudes, them Italian dudes that try to pretend that they ain't racist. They like black people when they like black people. But then he get to say racist shit. And then pretend that, oh, I'm not a racist. Man, get the fuck out of here. But my problem with Paulie, he trying to put Tank Davis in the same realm as these dudes. You can't do that. The reason the sport is even where it's at is because of 2 fighters. That is Canelo Alvarez and Tank Davis. They the only ones that's keeping boxing at a float. Because if these niggas are not fighting or they're not getting mentioned, boxing ain't shit. And let's be real. Shout out to David Benavidez as he fight this weekend. I'm going to watch that. But he ain't them. Was the new Inoue? That motherfucker's in Japan. He ain't doing shit here. He's scared to fight in America. You see what happened to Anthony Joshua? He never fought in America. Then he come here. He got to fight here. And then shit changed. He ain't been the same ever since. You don't get no kudos for just fighting in your own fucking country. Boxing is here in America. Because, see, when you come to America, you got to fight the black fighters. Not them manufactured black niggas that's from a lot of those countries. Let's move on. This nigga crazy, man.
Manufacture the star continuously. You know, like Gervonta's a very good fighter. I criticize the matchups not because I don't like Gervonta Davis.
First of all,
I feel like
Tank Davis ain't a very good fighter. He's a great fighter. He's a great fighter. The problem is, it is not his fault that he knocked motherfuckers out. That's not his fault. But if you watch a Tank Davis fight and how his IQ is in the ring against some of these fighters, you know that he's not just a very good fighter. He's a great fighter. His IQ is very high. He can box when he wants to. He sets your ass up to knock you out. That is a big difference than a motherfucker going there and just be trying to knock a motherfucker out, just throwing haymakers. You know how motherfuckers go in there and just try to knock motherfuckers out. Tank sets your ass up. Maybe talking about, Tank just weak and he let them work. If they stoop, listen, let me tell y'all something, man. These motherfuckers, it ain't Tank's fault that they don't have a ring IQ. Because it doesn't matter if Tank wears your ass down and knock your ass out later. Even if you don't wear down and you in good condition and you fuck around and play around in that ring with Tank, it is any round that he can knock your ass out. He's actually more dangerous in the earlier rounds. Because he hasn't spent so much energy pace, wearing your ass down, because that takes stamina too. But they know that they try to win them early rounds and hope and pray they don't get fucking knocked out in the later rounds. That's what usually it be. Because if they sit there and try to outthink him and try to box him, he's going to wind up knocking their ass out early. He's not a good fighter. A very good fighter. He's a great fucking fighter. It ain't our fault that these motherfuckers get knocked out. I mean, it ain't our fault. It ain't Tank's fault that these motherfuckers get knocked out. And they don't have good ring IQ. Or they don't pose to be in a ring with Tank, because a lot of these niggas call Tank out and then they get in the ring talking about what they gonna do and then get their ass knocked out. Stop calling somebody out that ain't on your level. And we're gonna get to the rest of these other fucking fruit booty ass boxers. You might listen. This is why. Listen. Let's move on.
Because I feel like he's so good that I want to see him against somebody like him. Why should I have to watch? Why, if I know that a python is dangerous?
He said, I want to see him fight somebody like him. It ain't nobody like him. That's the problem. You can't name a fighter in boxing right now that has the ring IQ like Tank, the power like Tank, the knockout power. We're not talking about power. We're talking about knockout power. The accuracy of knocking your ass out. Terrence Crawford don't even have that. Canelo doesn't have that. And they can knock your ass out. But they don't have knockout power. They don't have... Tank always said, it's the accuracy of where I place my punches. You remember when Frank Martin said, my coach kept telling me, it ain't, they always say it's the ones you can't see. It ain't that just the ones you can't see. It's the accuracy of where Tank put them fucking shots, how he knocked Frank ass out. Frank, listen, let me tell y'all something. Tank was throwing that same fucking punch when he started to turn up around the 5th round. He was throwing the same fucking punch. The problem was Tank started, because he was pressuring him the whole fight. But what Tank did, I watched him do it. He started throwing combinations more. Right? As the fight went on, he started throwing more combinations. And that's what fucked Frank up. And that's why he got caught with that uppercut. Because the uppercut, he was throwing the same goddamn shot. And Frank was blocking it, he was getting out of the way of it. But when Tank started throwing combinations and he threw that bitch, it caught him. It ain't what he didn't see. It was that Tank, his IQ was like, let me throw combinations with this bitch. Because at first he wasn't throwing combinations. See, they don't even watch the sport of boxing no more. They get mad because Tank is who he is. But they don't watch how great he is and how he's setting these dumbass dudes up. And then they try to downplay these dudes, the other fighters that he fight. These dudes will beat the average fucking fighters that they love. Like I said, listen, we got a fight coming up in February 22nd. Shakur Stevens fighting Floyd Schofield. Listen, Shorty a demon. Shorty gets busy. We know Shakur ain't gonna knock him out, but listen, don't be surprised Shorty beats Shakur ass. Because I ain't never ever seen Shakur in a fight for the fighter with that type of power. He been in there with average dudes with average power. And little Shorty Schofield, I don't like his daddy, but Shorty all right. Shorty got power like that. And I'm telling you, he get to landing some of that shit on Shakur. Let Shakur sit there. Shakur, first of all, Shakur is okay. Shakur, go ahead and sit there and see what happens. Listen, I'm gonna tell y'all something. This is a make and break for Shakur Stevenson fight that's getting ready to come up. If he's gonna get a Tank fight this year. This is one of those fights that where Shakur gotta prove himself. It's almost like Shakur lost his last 2 fights. That's what it just looked like. It looked like it's like some Rolly shit. Like, you know how Rolly lost his last couple of fights and he won one, but he lost one. Like, that's how it looks. So everybody like, this is Rolly's last fight. If he don't beat Ryan, ain't nobody checking for Rolly no more. And which they shouldn't. Tank told you the nigga was trash. You should have knew he was going to get beat up by Pitbull Cruz. Because Tank already knocked his ass out with 1 shot. And Tank ain't even hit him that hard. He ran into the goddamn shot. It was accurate. Another accurate shot. Tank knocked the motherfucker out, which he normally does. So, this Shakur got something to listen, man. I'm trying to tell y'all, man. The fucked up part about this fight is that if Shakur runs around the goddamn ring, he's not getting a Tank fight. So he gonna have to sit there and really get in there with him, really get in there with Shorty. Floyd Schofield. He's really gonna have to get in there. He's gonna have to really stay in the pocket. And I don't think, listen, I watch Shorty fight. Listen, it's almost like that Lamont Roach shit. I'm just telling y'all. Everybody think this is gonna be a born ass fight with Tank, or Tank is gonna whip his ass. Listen, it ain't gonna happen the way y'all think. Tank gonna win. I got Tank winning, but it ain't gonna be an easy fight. And I'm just telling y'all, and the thing about Tank, the reason that's not going to be an easy fight, because Tank ain't going to really run from him. He's not going to do what Shakur going to do. And Tank can take a punch. We have seen that. We don't know if fucking Shakur can take a goddamn punch. Yeah, Schofield, and he's a switch hitter. He can switch stands. So Shorty's dangerous. He don't like that Terrence Crawford type shit. Like, yo, Shorty, I ain't saying he Terrence Crawford, but I'm just saying he dangerous. Like, yo, listen, y'all keep, okay. Everybody want to big up Shakur. We about to see if Shakur is he really like that? Because see, one thing about Frank Martin, we knew Frank was going to run in that Tank Davis fight. Because I watched Frank fight. And we know he got skills. Like, I don't want to downplay Frank. Frank was who he was, but he wasn't ready for Tank. I just know that. He wasn't, listen, it wasn't even about the big lights. It was about is Frank IQ on a level of Tank. And what I mean by that is it's almost that Floyd Mayweather shit I always tell people about. Floyd sticks to his game plan, but he got B, C, D plans because of his IQ. So whatever he probably was working on and he seen the fighter or whatever, and his coaches tell him, yeah. But when you get in, like Tank always say, when you get in the ring with somebody, you don't know until you get in that ring. And shit can change. That person can switch they shit up. So, you know, But Frank didn't have a plan B. He didn't have a plan B. He had a plan A. And that's because he doesn't have the ring IQ. Ain't that because he wasn't skilled enough? He was damn sure skilled enough. I don't want to downplay Frank like that. Frank, because Frank is still one of the best fighters I like. But he wasn't his IQ, he doesn't have a ring IQ like that. It's not on that type of level of IQ. It's a different type of IQ. And he just didn't have no plan B or C for Tank. And let me tell y'all something. Think about it. If you watch that fight with Tank and Frank he didn't understand how this motherfucker kept coming forward. It was like, I'm hitting him with some good shit. And like I told everybody, the intimidating factor matters. Like Lamont Roach, do I think Frank was scared of Tank? No. Do I think Lamont Roach is scared of Tank? No. It's a fear part of that when you fighting somebody like Tank, because you know he can knock your ass out. I don't care what nobody say. If you know a motherfucker got that type of power like that. See, the thing about Deontay Wilder just had people fear that he can knock you out. They ain't just worrying about, oh, Tank can knock you out. They're worrying about how this nigga gonna set him up, trying to set them up to get knocked out. That's a fear that you have. They know that Tank ain't just a power puncher. They know he ain't a reckless fighter. So that shit, it worries you. So Lamont Roach ain't coming in this fight scared. And neither was Frank Martin. Neither was Rolly. None of them was scared. But all around, I said they wasn't scared of Tank. But they worried. And if you got that worry in the back of your head and you ain't sticking to your shit, the game is over. Because like I told you, they always say it. When Tank smell blood, your ass is done. I'm telling you, anytime, listen, when he fight Lamont Roach, anytime that Tank smells or feels that this nigga is not fighting like he normally fights, shit going, listen, and watch how Tank get his ass out of there. Watch how, listen, like I said, at like the first 3 rounds, you'll know if Tank sees something. Because they're going to go in this corner and Tank going to say whatever Tank says in that corner, that's what the fuck he sees. And that's what's actually really probably going on. But don't get it twisted. Lamont Roach is not scared of Tank. Listen, Lamont Roach to me is a little bit more of a reckless fighter than anything. He's very reckless. And you can't be reckless fighting somebody like Tank. You cannot do that shit. And you fuck around, get knocked out. It's almost that Rolly effect. It was like Rolly was so reckless. He was calm, and then he got reckless because he got impatient. Because he probably felt like the fight wasn't going the way he thought it was going. Lamont Roach, listen. 2 things can happen in this fight. Well, 3. He can fuck around, get knocked out early. If he come in at too reckless, like damn near like Rolly. Or he can last. And maybe go the distance with Tank. And that's a maybe. Or he can have an upset. Because no fighter is bulletproof. Every fighter got a puncher's chance to fucking win a fight. I don't give a fuck who you are. You can listen. I'm biggest Tank Davis fan. I fuck with Tank. But he can any given night he can get caught. He can get beat. That's real talk. And he hated so much to go to the scorecards on some shit, it'd be crazy. I wouldn't be shocked they try to get him up out of there. But anyway, let's move on.
It's a dangerous animal. And I got to see a python take on an alligator. I'll say, okay, well, why do I got to watch a python taking on a turkey or a rooster or a chicken? Why do I got to watch that? I already know what's going to happen. You know what I mean? That's a slaughter, right? That's a slaughter. But you know what? You would give it a Nile River crocodile or alligator, and when I confuse alligators and crocodiles, but whatever. Give it a Nile River alligator and a python. All right, bro. You know what? You got me interested. You're like, all right, bro. Let's see who wins this. You know what I mean? They fight. You know, obviously we're not fighting to the death in boxing, but nonetheless, intrigue me. You know, the Javon Davis fight with Lamont Roach. Lamont's a good fighter. He's a perennial contender. He's been a contender for his whole career. I think he's been pro for about a decade. I can remember him all the way back in his Golden Boy days. Was, you know, solid perennial contender. Always came up just a little short and then finally got over the hump and won his world championship. That's great for him. But that doesn't mean now you put...
First of all, Lamont Roach only lost one goddamn fight. He didn't get knocked out of nothing. He lost on the cards. Like you see what I'm saying? I'm trying to downplay Lamont Roach. He came on show one time and like, yo, what are you talking about, bro? Lomachenko lost plenty of times, and they keep talking about he's great. He lost to the first dude he lost to. I don't even know who the fuck he is. Hold up, let me think about it. Do Lomachenko even have 20 fights? Professional fights. I don't even think he have 20 professional fights with wins and losses put together. What we talking about here? Niggas don't be speaking that, they don't keep that same energy to that white boy. Tank is what, 30-0? Like he ain't fought nobody. Who the fuck Lomachenko for? Devin Haney, overrated. Teofimo, overrated. George Kambosos, come on now, stop. Come on, man, stop. Can we stop? Only person not on his resume I give him props for is what's shorty name from DC? The Russell. Russell brother. God damn, I can't think his name. Gary Russell Jr. That's the only person I give him props for. Who the fuck Lomachenko fought? He fought overrated ass boxers. You don't keep that same energy for Loma. But anyway, let's move on. Paulie crazy, man.
You put him up in the next weight class against a bona fide star, of pay-per-view star, and you make him the opponent. Like, that's not how you're supposed to do that, bro. You know what I mean? So that's why when I hear guys like Davis talk about they want to retire, they're not motivated anymore, and bro, that's just because they overpaid you. You know what I mean? And I don't.
You can't make this shit up. You can't make this up. You can't make this up. First of all, how you getting overpaid when you put asses in the seats? That don't matter no more, Paulie. So he's overpaid. They overpaid him. Let me say this. I'm not a big fan of Jake Paul. Jake Paul ain't overpaid. He put asses in the seats, regardless of what you think about Jake Paul. He put asses in the seats. He ain't fighting professional fighters. He fought one professional fighter and got his ass whipped. For the old ass Mike Tyson. Come on now. Come on, we not even counting that. Mike Tyson shouldn't even took that goddamn fight. Let's just be real. Not because we didn't want, we wanted Mike to knock his ass out and he didn't. This is the old man. We knew this shit could go this way. Anyway. We all know this was publicity. But Jake Paul, for him putting on a show that he does, he deserves all the money he getting. Fuck you mean? He put asses in the seats. He a YouTuber. And he put asses in the seats. But professional boxers like Terrence Crawford, Shakur Stevenson, Teofimo Lopez, Devin Haney, they all over social media. And they professional boxers. And they can't put asses in the seats. But Tank is overpaid. They overpaid Tank. He a professional boxer, and he put asses in the seats. You can't make this up. I can't make this up. Listen, he said that Tank Davis is overpaid. Tank sold out the Barclays Center. Record numbers. He's on pace of doing that shit again. But he's overpaid. Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney fought in that same building, and ain't nobody talking about they was breaking record numbers. What we talking about here? Only people that can listen. There's only two people that probably can do that right now. That is probably Jake Paul could do it. But I highly doubt it. But he probably could do it. And Canelo Alvarez can do it. Ain't nobody else can do what Tank doing. But he's overpaid. If that's the case, then Canelo is overpaid. Who the fuck Canelo been fighting in the last since Floyd Mayweather? He ain't been fighting nobody. He been fighting up-and-comers. Nobody got a problem with Canelo fighting up-and-comers, but they got a problem with Tank. You had no problem with Canelo fighting Charlo that was at 154 pounds. 2 weight classes down. He don't get the same criticism from a Paulie. He's killing the sport. Oh, but as the black man, he killing the sport. Lamont Roach has fought at 140. He found this comfortable weight at 130. Okay, cool. Nobody mad at that. He decided to be great. He's coming up. He didn't have to take. Listen, let me just say this, and I'm gonna say this again. These fighters don't have to fight Tank. Lamont Roach don't have to fight Tank. He's choosing to go up and fight Tank. He can turn on that fight. All Lamont Roach got to say, and I wouldn't have a problem with it. I wouldn't say he punking out of done. If he said, look, he in a different weight class. No, I ain't fighting Tank. He got that call. He moved up. Tank is overpaid. Okay, cool.
And again, I don't like to bring up money, account other people's money, but I'm bringing it up only because that's part of the reason he said that. Like, he's like, I made my money, this and that, and I won't. Bro, what did you accomplish though? Just because it's funny because people.
He accomplished more than you. We know Tank Davis as a fighter is better than you. Do your whole career. Your career is ended. And Tank right now at 30-0 is better than you as a fighter. We know that for a fact. Number two, Tank Davis in one fight made more money than you than your whole career. We know that. We know that for a fact, Paulie. One fight, he made more money than you in your whole career. Oh, I ain't trying to count nobody's pockets, but he the one brought up. The reason Tank said that was like, why the fuck am I? You think Tank is retiring because he made a lot of money? This shit's not fun for him no more because the people that were supposed to be his people is switching up on him because he's making the money. I know this for a fact because I know people that know Tank. And Floyd Mayweather is one of them. That shit hurt. That's your mentor. One of your mentors. And he does that shit to you because he see you shining. And he found out that nigga, the deal that you got him under was you was taking advantage of him. And Floyd should know better because that's why he left Bob Arum. And you treat your fighters that way? Fuck Floyd Mayweather, bro. I don't knock the greatness of Floyd Mayweather as a boxer, but he ain't shit as a person. You don't do that. You already been through, and you did that to Tank. Listen, do y'all hear anything about anybody signed to TMT, whatever the fuck that shit is? Floyd Mayweather Promotions. Do you see anybody fucking with Floyd other than the little shorty? I forgot his name. They talking about he the next new little Tank and shit. He was talking about calling Tank out. Man, sit your little ass down, man. Go fight some goddamn body. Nigga, what you got, like 6-7 fights? Sit your little ass down. You ain't fought no goddamn body to be talking, even mentioning Tank. And that's the shit with Keyshawn. I don't like that Keyshawn is even calling out Tank. You niggas ain't fought nobody. That shit, listen, I'm being real about this. They always keep saying Tank ain't fought nobody. Who is these niggas fighting? Listen, to be honest, with names, the best person that got a name, that name's on their resume, is out of them rest of them niggas. I ain't putting Tank in that with them niggas. It's Devin Haney. He's the only one got names under his belt. He's the one. So if anybody can, listen, as much as I don't like Devin Haney, I ain't even gonna say I don't like Devin. I don't like his daddy. His daddy is trash. And he's hurting that young boy career. My opinion. Listen, only Devin Haney can get a fight at this point. Let's just be real about it. And maybe a Ryan Garcia. But Teofimo Lopez and Shakur Stevenson and Keyshawn and the rest of them goofy niggas, they don't deserve no fucking fights. Who they fought? You lost to George Camboza. Who the fuck has Teofimo fought since Lomachenko? I'll wait. And then the motherfucker that he lost to was George Kambosos. Has George Kambosos won a fight? Well, he won one fight since he lost to Devin Haney. He's been getting his ass whipped. And Teofimo Lopez ain't fought nobody since he got his ass whipped by the same dude. Ain't trying to hear that shit. How you turn? Listen, people. How you gonna turn down a fight and you made that's how you made the most money you ever made? Let me tell you how easy it is, right, for Teofimo Lopez to make some money. Right, on Real Talk. You know, listen, and this is because of Tank, but I ain't just going to take everything away from Ryan. Ryan Garcia, I don't fuck with him. Ryan Garcia is a racist, but him and Teofimo. But Ryan is the only motherfucker that these dudes can fight to make the most money they ever made. Outside of Tank. He can't make no goddamn money, man. Let me ask y'all a question. This is why I always keep telling y'all that Tank is up here and the rest of them niggas down here. You know that Terrence Crawford, last fight that he fought, you know he only made 1 point something million up front money. But before then, he was asking Terrence Crawford, asking Earl Spence and PBC for all this crazy money up front. I think he got his little 7 to 10 mil. That was the biggest fight he ever had. Ever. Let me explain something to y'all very clearly. That was the most money that Terrence Crawford has made in his whole entire career when he fought Earl Spence. Terrence Crawford brought home about, everything was over about 25, 30 mil from fighting Earl. That's the most that nigga made in his whole entire career. He was making what? He had a little deal for, with them $5-6 million or something like that a year or something, or in a contract. He was having that bullshit money. He ain't got no big endorsements outside of boxing either. Now, I'm not going to knock Terrence, because Terrence probably got some businesses and shit, so I ain't knocking that. But I'm just talking about straight up money. No, Terrence Crawford ain't make no goddamn money. None of these dudes are making money like y'all think they are. It's like a rapper, right? A lot of these rappers, they come out flashing and shit. These dudes, a lot of them ain't making no damn money. It's think about this. It's going to get to a point, even in hip hop. I'm going to get off discuss it. It all wraps around what I'm saying. Even in hip hop, right? It's going to get to a point where all that flashing bullshit that they do, that shit going to come, it's going to get old. Because women make money. A lot of these women make more money than these dudes. Professional women. So that shit ain't gonna be like what y'all think it is no more. Like, yo, in about the next 5 to 10 years, these rappers can't keep going around. I got this Monty Clarence and all that shit. That shit ain't gonna mean shit. Do you own it, nigga? Do you own your house? Like, that shit gonna start mattering when women stop lowering their standards and go back up to high standards, all that rapping bullshit, them niggas stunting and shit, that shit gonna die. Niggas, because you know men does that shit for women. And then try to shit on other motherfuckers and shit like that. But that's second nature, right? But their main thing is to attract women. Soon women stop lowering their standards. That should have stopped. And it's just like these boxers and shit. These dudes be sitting out there wearing all this jewelry and all that other shit, getting these cars out. Man, nobody gives a fuck about that shit. We want to know at the end of the day, how many asses you put in the seats. Now, one thing Paulie ain't lying about, he lying about Tank being overpaid. The rest of them niggas is being overpaid. Because they not putting asses in the seats. But he come from the dude that put more asses in the seats other than Canelo Alvarez. The guy that brings in fans, regardless if they boxing fans or not, he brings them in and he sells out. And he does great pay-per-view numbers. You want to say he's overpaid. But the dudes that don't do none of that shit that I just said, you don't speak on them? Okay, cool. Let's move on.
People are so stupid today that they think just because somebody makes money, it automatically merits that they're successful now. That's it. You're a success. And I get it. You can't be poor and be successful because then it's not a good look. But money is not the be-all end-all for success, even though people are brainwashed to think so. So they throw you a bunch of money.
First of all, we're talking about two different types of things, Paulie, and I know I see what you're trying to do. First of all, I don't give a fuck how great of a fucking fighter you are, because it's been proven right now. Terrence Crawford is a great fighter, but he can't sell. Tank Davis is a great fighter. Canelo Alvarez is a great fighter. They can sell. That's the difference. So all this shit you're talking about, they acting like the money matters. To them promoters, it does. It does. And let me explain something to you. Regardless of whatever you think, it matters to fans. Am I going to go out here and spend my money on a motherfucker that just run around the ring all motherfucking time? He don't sit there and throw no hands or nothing. See, the difference was Floyd Mayweather had a past where he used to fucking destroy dudes when he was Pretty Boy Floyd. And then he transitioned to Money Mayweather, to where he was damn near loved in the beginning, but he intentionally turned himself into the villain. Not just with fans, the business promoters. Bob Arum hates Floyd Mayweather. And then especially to see this motherfucker go off and be more successful than he was when he was with Bob Arum. Oh shit, he hate Floyd. So Floyd knew how to take being the villain, and market that shit and played on it and still won. So when you see Floyd did all what he did, he sold all this money, it's because of the fact a lot of people, you think they liked it Floyd Mayweather when they went to go to them fights? No, they went there to see Floyd Mayweather get his ass whipped and lose. But Floyd knew how to market that shit. with the PBC, with Al Heyman and him, and Leonard Ellaby. You know why they hate on Tank so much? Because Tank doing the same thing. The only difference is Tank loved. He loved more than he hated. It just be these old washed up ass boxers that ain't really that great hating. Or some of these up and coming boxers that's envy that Tank is that guy. Or you got people like Shakur Stevenson supposed to be on that level, but can't sell like Tank. I'm doing the same shit Tank doing. No, you're not. No, you're not. And you got to understand, Tank went through the bumps of being fucked. Floyd Mayweather, that contract that Tank was under, Floyd fucked him just like Al Heyman fucked him. Why you think Floyd talk about I bought him cars and all that shit? That shit was just to keep him ignorant to the business. Listen, people, you've seen it in press conferences. When Floyd wouldn't allow Tank to talk. He wanted to be all in the video. He was doing some Diddy shit. All in the video, dancing. Like, you get what I mean? Because as much as Diddy appreciate the money that Biggie was bringing in and how great he was, Diddy couldn't stand that shit. It ain't no different than what Floyd did to Tank. Because you know all the shit comes out. We know that Biggie was getting ready to get his own shit before the situation, him dying. Junior Mario wasn't signed to Bad Boy. Kim wasn't signed to Bad Boy. She never was. Just trying to tell y'all. The problem Floyd mad and he hate on Tank is because Tank figured out that this nigga was taking advantage of him with that fucked up contract. And that's the reason he even let him fight Rolly Romero. You remember it was shit came out, it was like, oh, the fight for Tank to fight Lomachenko at the time, right? Let's be real. And I stand on this. I still think Tank would have beat him. My bad, people. I don't know what the fuck going on. That's StreamYard, because it ain't got nothing to do with my internet. That's StreamYard. Shout out to my brother talking in the building. What up, Tuck? Shout out to talking in the building. But nah, like Floyd talking about threatening him to fight Lomachenko and shit. I still think Tank would have beat him, but I think Tank needed to develop. He was at that. I put it this way: that fight that he had for Rolly when it did come, I think that proved to me. I started to say, I said, "Oh, Tank ready. He ready to go to that next level." When he fought Rolly, because I was like, "Oh, he in there with somebody bigger, stronger, got power like that. He ready." You started to see his IQ, his boxing skills. Because I was like, "Yo, whenever Tank get like ever pull out them boxing skills, he ready." And then when I seen that fight, I say, "Oh, he ready." And at the Rolly beat, I mean, at the Tank beat Rolly, you seen Floyd Mayweather. That was that last hurrah. And then you seen Floyd try to jump back. The only reason Floyd even jumped back into that round fight, it was mainly, or you seen him there and all that shit giving Floyd all that Floyd giving, showing love to Tank, is because of Oscar De La Hoya, because he don't like Oscar De La Hoya. That was part of that shit. And the other part was that Floyd can't stay out the spotlight. That was, everybody knew that was one of the biggest fights. Floyd couldn't stay away. Listen, before the fight even happened, leading up to the fight, Floyd was intentionally trying to fuck this fight up with him and Ryan Garcia, intentionally, because he's so fucking envious and he can't sit his old ass down and stay out the spotlight. He couldn't handle that because he knew once this fight, Tank was going to be that guy. Nobody gives a fuck about Floyd Mayweather fighting charity boxing matches. Who cares? Sit your old ass down. You supposed to be worth $1 billion. Sit your old ass down, man. Gotta be all in the video and shit. This nigga, man. But that's why Tank felt the way. And on the other part of that was when Tank came back and he fought Frank. All right, cool. After that, Tank said, "Listen, give me Lomachenko. Yes, I want him. Lomachenko ain't want the smoke." All right, after that, Shakur Stevenson, he was up in this deal at Top Rank. He ran. Devin Haney wasn't available because, you know, Ron Garcia beat the hell out of him. And then Ron got popped for the, PD bullshit. So he wasn't available. Pitbull Cruz had a fight coming up. Tank even reached out to Tepeda. Tepeda didn't want to fight. Even after Pitbull Cruz got his ass whipped by I forgot shorty's name. That beat Pitbull this last fight. He didn't want to fight Tank. Everybody turned down the fight. If they wasn't available or they didn't want to fight. Shakur Stevenson did not, listen, let me explain something to y'all. If Shakur Stevenson really wanted to fight Tank, he was going to make the most money he ever made. Right? To fight Tank. He ain't had to try to, outprice himself. He did the same shit that Terrence Crawford did with the Earl Spence shit. Right? He did the same shit. He didn't want to fight Tank. So he priced himself out. And he didn't wait. He wasn't patient. Nigga, if you really want that fight, be like, oh, and then come to hear from PBC. They was like, yo, we offered them a one-deal fight. To fight Tank. For the most money he gonna ever make. He turned it down because he wanted a multi-deal. For what? You get ready to get the biggest payday that you have ever made in your life off of one fight, win or lose. Even if he lose, he's still going to get a great payday. So it wasn't about the money. So then you just go back and you think about it. Shakur didn't want the fight because he feared that he was going to get his ass knocked out. You think them dudes care about them losing? They don't care about losing. They scared that they're going to be knocked out. So they can say whatever they want to say about Frank Martin and the rest. Tank ain't fought nobody. At least they stepped up and they knew it was a very, very, very high possibility they was going to get knocked the fuck out. Them motherfuckers don't want to fight Tank. Keyshawn Davis, all of them. Yeah, they want that fight. They want a payday. Keyshawn Davis know goddamn well you are not ready for Tank. But okay, cool. Like I said, if Tank, a very high possibility, he get past this fight with Lamont Roach, you next on the list, nigga. And it depends how good Shakur performs. Because if Shakur performed great, you ain't next on the, well, shit, you may be. Because Shakur told me Shakur don't even want to fight Tank after this fight. He don't even want to fight Tank. They only like and you can't say, oh, it's a time limit. No, you fighting February 22nd. Tank is fighting March 1st. You win your fight, Tank win this fight. Spectacular, both of y'all do what y'all supposed to do. This fucking fight should happen in July. Shit, people, I listen, I would say even in June. I would say June. Fuck is texting me. Okay. I would say the end of June. Just trying to be real. But they don't want to fight Tank. And if they do want to fight him, they want to overprice themselves. You're not going to make what Tank make. Listen, you're not going to make what Ryan made. You don't put asses in the seats like that. You ain't proven enough to, like, if Ryan come back and say, look, I want this and I want that. Ryan can do that. But you motherfuckers ain't proven to be asking Tank for this. Oh, because Ryan got it. That's Ryan Garcia. Ryan lost to the face of boxing. He got one loss. What the fuck we talking about here? He can ask for that. You can't. And Ryan ain't even go too crazy. Because he understands, nigga, this is the biggest pay that I ever had the first time. This is going to be one of the biggest too. Might be bigger. Or damn near at least close to it. They overpriced themselves. Let's move on.
But you don't have a single Hall of Famer on your resume. Not one. And you're talking about you retiring because you just accomplished it all. Dude, that's crazy.
Neither none of these other boxers. Ain't none of them in the Hall of Fame. On the Hall of Fame. You name any boxer that's active right now. They haven't fought a Hall of Famer. You know why? Because they ain't in the fucking Hall of Fame. What are you talking about, Paulie? Terrence Crawford. He's a future Hall of Famer. But has he fought anybody on his resume that is a Hall of Famer? He fought future Hall of Famers. But he ain't fought no Hall of Famer. What are you talking about? That shit don't even make any sense. What are you bringing Hall of Fame in this for? What motherfucker is fighting a Hall of Famer right now? A Hall of Famer has retired, and that is it. You ain't. Maybe he misspoke. Maybe he meant to say a future Hall of Famer. Because ain't no active boxer is a Hall of Famer. What are you talking about? Let's move on, man. Let's move on.
It's crazy to me. Wild to me. That's wild to me.
Do you think that?
If I was in Gervonta Davis' weight class in my career, and I had the exact opposition Gervonta Davis had, I wouldn't have as many knockouts, but I'd be undefeated. I wouldn't have as many knockouts, right? And that's the resume.
First of all, you're a liar. You're a liar. Because I don't believe you could beat Frank Martin. I don't believe you could beat Cruz. I don't believe you could beat the other Cruz that he brutally knocked out. I don't believe you could beat I don't believe you could beat Ryan Garcia. What the fuck are you talking about? Paulie, Malignaggi, you wasn't that good. You was an average fighter. You wasn't a star. You got a name because you talk shit. But when you got into them real big fights like that, you lost. You didn't even win one. What are you talking about? And listen, all the dudes you fought ain't Hall of Famers. What are you talking about, bro? You probably must think he bigger than what he really is. Listen, dude, you trash. You are trash. You couldn't beat, listen, first of all, you couldn't beat Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia would have knocked your ass out. The fuck are you talking about? Ryan Garcia would have knocked your ass out. I believe Frank Martin would have ran circles around you in that ring. Do anybody understand Paulie, his boxes? He didn't, like, nigga, you was average maybe. You wasn't even that good. You was average. What are you talking about? So you think you could beat a Shakur Stevenson? He would have outboxed the shit out of you. Keyshawn Davis would have knocked your ass out. What are you talking about, bro? I'm just talking about in that weight class. You couldn't beat nobody, bro. Not on their skill. They are way above you. Keyshawn Davis is better than you right now. What the fuck are you talking? Frank Martin is better than you right now. He only lost the Tank. He didn't lose. Like, come on, man. What the fuck are you talking about? Nigga, you lost to Danny Garcia. Like, get the fuck out of here, bro. You lost to a flat-footed boxer that can't box. That all that great like that. And no disrespect to Danny Garcia, but come on, man. Let's be real. Get the fuck out of here. Oh, goofy ass motherfucker sitting out here talking that shit. Oh, I'm in that weight class and all pick people that Tank for try to beat. No, you wouldn't. No, you would not. You wasn't that good, bro. I don't know what you talking about. You living in fantasy. You living in a fantasy land. You couldn't be. First of all, that's the thing about this. I know for a fact if you was in, even at 140, Tank would have beat the shit out you. At 140, Tank would have fucked you up. You talking all that shit like you better than Tank. You ain't better than him. Tank is a future Hall of Famer right now. What are you talking about? He's better than you right now. She was better than you 5 years ago. Y'all listen. Y'all think I'm lying about this, or y'all think I'm over exaggerating? Go back and look at Paulie fights. To all the people that he fought, that he was in them big fights, and see how he got his ass whipped. And you tell me that Tank wouldn't have knocked his ass out. Shit, Amir Khan is better than you. And we know Amir Khan ain't got no chin. Paulie is only noticed because of the simple fact that he has somewhat of a charisma. Right? He talk a lot of shit, talk fast, and you know. That's the only reason. But as far as his boxing skills, he trash. Paulie is trash, my people. He is trash. I'm a, if I was in that weight, no, you wouldn't do shit. You wouldn't do a motherfucking thing. Lomachenko will beat your ass. Anybody in that division will beat your ass. You wasn't that great of a fighter like that, bro. You wasn't even a star. You got publicity because you talk shit out your mouth. You was overrated because of the shit you said out your mouth. But as a fighter and as a boxer, you was trash. Paulie is probably the most overrated fighter I have ever seen in my life. Just trash. Let's move on.
Resume we're talking about, we just turned into a pay-per-view star. Now, could it be because of knockouts? Possibly. No, I'm not hating on that. Can legitimately punch. But he's got so much ability. Why can't I see him against somebody like him so that I can see, does he have character behind the ability? Or is he spineless? Does he?
First of all, you ain't going to find a fighter like him. And then number two, you talking about he's spineless. Listen, you want props for getting your ass whipped because you was an overrated fighter? That's fine. But to sit there and try to pretend that Tank Davis is, you basically saying he's overrated. Tank would have fucked you up. Tank will fuck you up right now. And you bigger than him. And I guarantee he'll whip your ass. Because you wasn't as great as a fighter as you think you were. Him and Tim Bradley got this thing that they was great. You was not great. Because you fought some of the greats. That don't make you great. Tim Bradley lost every fight that he fought against Pacquiao. You know that Tim Bradley is the same dude that did not want to fight Earl Spence. You notice Tim Bradley, Paulie, all them retired early. Motherfuckers be acting like Paulie and Tim Bradley is old. Yo, them niggas ain't even, they might be 40 now. But, yo, come on, bro. I'm older than them. Ain't putting no work in like that. They ain't, listen, they got their ass whipped when they fought high competition. Both of them. Is Tim Bradley a little better than Paulie? Yes. Not that much. He didn't beat Pacquiao in none of them fights. The fuck out of here. The crazy shit about it, everybody knew that Pacquiao beat Tim Bradley. It just something about Pacquiao, if he win or lose, he's just one of those fighters that if he lose or win, he's still somebody because he's likable. Right? He like everybody like Pacquiao. Regardless if you think you can beat him or not, or fans, he lost or whatever. But everybody like Pacquiao. He just got that thing, that it about him. But come on, bro. Tim Bradley, you, like, come on. And Paulie, you ain't never win a big fight. And the motherfuckers you did beat, they ain't Hall of Famers. Not that I know of. They're not Hall of Famers. So what are you talking about? Let's move on.
Does he quit? You know, why can't I see him? Because he's at the level now where I should be able to know that. Right. You know, that's what makes him special. That's what made Ray Leonard special. He went through the difficulty of fighting at Tommy Hearns.
You asked all of, you said, can he go to the difficulty? You asked those fighters that's supposed to be that you think that's great, why they not fighting Tank? Shakur had the opportunity to fight him. Loma had the opportunity to fight him. Teofimo Lopez. He don't want to fight Tank because he understands he have nigga, listen, Tank bring the money in. He the A side. There's going to be restrictions there. I don't give a fuck with none of them fighters. They all moved up. And I'm not mad at them for moving up. But stop calling out a dude that's in the lower class than you. You moved up for a reason. You couldn't make that fucking weight class no more. I'm sick of that shit too. These dudes sit there and they criticize him. He need to move up. No, he doesn't. He moved up. I'm not feeling that. Not comfortable there. At least he admitted. When you said, listen, I'm getting too big for the weight. I ain't mad at you for that. Stop calling out little guys. Listen, let me explain something to y'all. They talking about Lamont Roach and Hector Garcia came up from where they came up from. Listen, they was like last options. Especially Lamont Roach. Tank didn't want to fight this dude. Everybody that was in his weight class was too busy or they didn't want to fight. The top motherfuckers of that weight class didn't want to fight. Loma didn't want to fight. Shakur didn't want to fight. What we talking about? And everybody keep getting mad at Tank because these fights happen. There were promotional companies that don't want to split money, especially Bob Arum. Eddie Hearn said, no, I wanted to bring Tank on as one of the people he can fight. Shakur said, no, I don't want to do that. Now, all of a sudden, Eddie Hearn coming out, we changed our mind about that. Man, please. That shit's supposed to happen right away. I'd have told, listen, if Shakur really wanted to fight Tank, you know what? Listen, all right, y'all ain't want to give me that multi-deal? Cool. Fine, PBC. Listen, I'm telling Eddie Hearn, look, I'm fighting one fight to show that I can sell. give me Cepeda, whoever, right? Nice fight, big fight. You got to prove yourself. We know you don't sell, but you got to prove yourself. Okay, cool. Come there, do what you do, look spectacular, then say, you know what? My next fighter that is Tank Davis. He didn't want to do that. Eddie Hearn admitted that. You can't blame Tank for dudes that don't want to fight him. They're the ones hiding behind business. Tank is in the peak of his fucking career. And I'm not saying they wrong for not wanting to fight Tank. My problem is stop blaming Tank because these dudes don't want to fight. And then these dudes sitting there, Tank scared of me. Tank ain't scared of you niggas. Come on, oh well, they didn't get back to me. Tank was over at the Olympics. Shakur, you wasn't even his first option. Loma was. And then they reached out to you. Be patient. You really think you could beat a nigga and fuck Tank up like that? Be patient. You didn't have to sign with Eddie Hearn, but you chose to. And then we all come to find out the reason you only signed with Eddie Hearn because he gave you a multi-fight deal. Like that posed the excuse that you don't want to fight the best. That you say is just me and Tank. Okay. If it's just you and Tank, a one-fight deal will be good. It was something that Leonard Ellaby said. He said, when you come over here and you fuck with us, you getting paid what you worth. I told y'all the only reason that Earl Smith and that Terence Crawford fight even happened is because of Earl. They was not paying Terence Crawford the money he made up front. That was not happening. Because he haven't proved that he could sell some shit like that or even close to it. This nigga been fighting on free TV and then the pay-per-views he did, they was a dub. The fuck are y'all talking about? Fuck out of here, bro. These dudes are unbelievable. Unbelievable. You mad at Tank because these dudes don't want to fight. These are facts that I'm saying. I ain't making this up because I rock with Tank. No, these are facts. I know this shit for a fact. Them dudes ain't want to fight Tank. Even the Devin Haney's of the word, they didn't want to. They kept trying to pretend that they was bigger than Tank. You're not bigger than Tank. You're not the A side. You're not the A side. How you gonna come to a dude that without you, or somebody just say your caliber, fight dudes that ain't your caliber and still sell more than you? You took Tank leftovers with Ron Garcia, but Tank did more with Frank Martin and sold more than you sold with Ron in there. That you sold with Ron. Come on, bro. These dudes live in a delusional atmosphere. That people be like, oh, Kenny, nah, you just saying this shit because this is a Tank shit. No, I'm saying this shit because it's factual. These dudes can't continue to go around and lie. They're not selling. And Paulie, he knows better than this. He been in the game a long time. He knows better than this. Them promoters are not putting all that type of money up to see a fight that a motherfucker, the opposition can't sell. People, the Shakur, well, they'll sell because, you know, Shakur. No, listen. No, they won't. Put it like this, they should sell more. They do good numbers. probably above average good numbers. But they supposed to do great numbers. If you're talking about the fighter that you support, they're supposed to do great numbers. And beyond that, not good numbers above average numbers of good. No, they're supposed to do great numbers. The way y'all talk about these fighters like that, your favorite fighters, to go against Tank, they should do way great numbers. Tank gonna do numbers regardless with you or without you. These are facts. It's not no fucking shit we making up. Tank is doing numbers right now. They talking about how bad the Lamont Roach, this ain't good and ain't that. Tank doing numbers. He's selling out that arena. He just did more than Ryan and Devin did when they was in that arena already. Shit, at this point, Tank is trying to break the numbers that he already did in the Barclays Center. What are y'all talking about, man? Fucking goofies. Let's go to a quick commercial break, people. We'll be right back. All right, people, we back from a quick commercial break. Make sure you guys hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell button so you guys get the live streams when we go live, people. And if you can, donate to the channel. Go to OBF The Real, Cash App, and donate to the channel, people. We highly appreciate anything you guys can donate to the channel. Need more information to subscribe and donate to the channel. It's down there strolling below the screen. Listen, man. They gotta stop hating, yo. This shit is just ridiculous. Let's move on though, because he still say some fuck shit.
Even Floyd Mayweather, listen, he's dominant. He took on the guy everybody thought he was going to beat him, Diego Corrales. But then I remember he struggled against Castillo. And what did he do? He went right back after him again. You know what? And beat him in a second fight that if you watch that fight closely, it's not easy even in the second fight. But he made sure he spreads the gap enough for you to know, you know what? I'm better than this guy. You know what I mean? But we got to see the character. You showed it to me. And I got to see you, struggle in the fight, stress in the fight. But I saw you overcome it and look good doing it. Now it makes me more
let me just say this. You know the bad part about what he's saying is that, yeah, those guys is warriors, right? But they're blaming Tank for these dudes that don't want to fight. Them dudes are scared to lose their O. Because we in a technology era where these dudes want to be more famous than to be great, if you want to say that. But then you try to put Tank in that same realm. He doesn't do the social media shit that these other fighters does. Tank ain't turning down fights. He say Tank is manufactured. Listen, bro. Okay, cool. If these motherfuckers really think they can beat Tank, nigga, it ain't no, listen, it's about money with them. You blaming Tank because Tank, he's getting overpaid, but these dudes are asking for crazy money. If they really was fighters like that, they wouldn't give a fuck. I mean, don't get totally underpaid, but I'm just saying, like, listen, if I made in my last fight, right? Just say like upfront money. I say, look, I got $3 million, my upfront money. I'm fighting one of the biggest fighters in the world. Tank Davis. Listen, hey. Tank, I at least need a million and a half to close to 2 million. Give me 5. Or if I find out what Tank is making, if just say Tank making upfront 5 to 7 million. I make 3 million up, up front, which they don't make no fucking 3 million, 1 point something. Well, give me 3 to 4. Am I good with 3 or 4, Tank? If you making 5 or 7, if you making 7, let me get 3. Like it's a reasonable thing, because if you genuinely think you can beat him, the A side, the money maker. Oh, if I beat him, nigga, I'm gonna take over this shit. And then I know the next fight gonna be even bigger. Cause I just beat you. Oh, this rematch shit is gonna be even big. And now I can back negotiate. Look, I want more. Look, I want, or you know what? You know what you say? Look, listen, I want equal or 1 more million more than the person I just beat. That's how negotiation goes. But these dudes are sitting out here asking for crazy buku money, acting like they put asses in the seats. Like, nah, bro. These fights ain't happening because these dudes are overpricing themselves. And they really don't want to fight Tank. Listen, the prospects, which is the hungry fighters, want to fight Tank. Of course they do. They ain't making no fucking money. So of course they want to fight Tank. Nigga, of course they going. Listen, a lot of them ain't even making $1 million. And if they making $1 million, that ain't shit after that shit get taxed. So they really ain't making $1 million. Okay? So of course the prospects want to fight Tank. Nigga, they know they gonna see about $6, $7, $8 million. Then it goes to $10 million. Depends how big the fight, how big it get promoted. On the back end too. Like, what we talking about here? You mad at the prospects want to fight Tank? Nigga, it's a reason for that. Number one, because the motherfuckers that y'all keep claiming that's like that don't want to fight him. They pricing themselves out. Then number two, them prospects, that nigga, they thinking they already fighting for crumbs. So the same shit that your favorite fighter is most likely getting offered that biggest payday, Tank is giving them that, and maybe somewhat, not half, but somewhat close to that for a prospect. And they willing to take the risk. At this point, you can't keep blaming Tank for these dudes not fighting him. He's not fighting anybody. They want to move, they want to get Tank, negotiate, move him up to a weight class. He's the A side. Why would he do that? And why is a dude at 140 and 147 calling out a dude at 135? That don't make any goddamn sense. You moved up for a reason because you couldn't make 135. And now you want him to move up when he said, listen, I fought at 140. I fought at y'all weight class. I can't make that weight. I don't feel comfortable there. You want him? What the fuck? How about we can just say Tank is the greatest 135er of all time? Stop trying to move him up to some shit. If you're not trying to do a catch weight with Tank or rehydration clause, what the fuck is the conversation about? The man made it very clear. I'm not comfortable at 140. At he fought Mario Barrios, I'm not comfortable there. Oh, just because he did what he did to Mario, that don't mean shit. You don't get to move these dudes up. It ain't Tank's fault that it's not that much competition there at 135, right? Because a lot of them did move up. But the other part is, it is competition there, and these dudes are outpricing themselves. Shakur Stevenson, the prospects that's coming up, they want to fight Tank. Of course they do. You mad at him? You notice that they don't do that to Inoue? They got him top 2 pound 3 over even Canelo. Like, are you serious? Inoue? He's what? Is Stephen Focus? Like, come on, bro. For an old ass bot, like, come on, bro. You mad at Tank? He ain't fought nobody, but you ain't mad at Inoue, and y'all keep still putting Inoue in y'all fucking top 5, top 10. He ain't fought nobody but maybe 2 people, maybe. And he ain't fought outside his country. So to me, that shit don't count. So he ain't fought nobody. You keep asking for this, all this other expectations of Tank to do something, but Inoue ain't did shit. He's still fighting in his hometown. But you got him ranked over Tank? Let's see how much Inoue sells if he come to America. Let's see that. You know, and they got 1 billion people over there, you know, Japan, you know, over whatever. Listen, I'm not knocking, because I believe Inoue can sell over here. It just depends who he's fighting. His first fight, he has to fight somebody over here. And I believe he can sell. But come on, bro. And he's fighting in a lower class that where nobody gives a fuck about them lower classes like that. Not even real true boxing fans. Nobody gives a fuck about that shit. If you ain't fighting at 130 and up, nobody gives a fuck about that shit. And when 130 is pushing it, because it's 135 because of Tank. Motherfuckers care about 135 because of Tank. Nobody else. Not a Shakur, not none of them motherfuckers. Even when Teofimo and all them was there, yeah, they got a little buzz, but they gave a fuck about Tank. They didn't give a fuck about Devin Haney and all them. They didn't give a fuck about them. Ask yourselves, if Devin Haney truly wanted to fight Tank, he never stuck with a organization that long, or a promotion company that long, but he never wanted to fight Tank. Because number one, they knew they couldn't sell. Then number two, they feared that they couldn't beat Tank. Bill Haney got you motherfuckers on the internet fooled. Let's be real. And you talking about, oh, well, Tank was under his thing. But it was plenty of times that Devin Haney wasn't under nobody umbrella. And he had plenty of opportunities to come over there at the PBC. You know why he ain't never do it? Because his daddy told him not to. We get more money, go over here. But niggas keep telling me that Devin Haney has got the better resume. But he ain't fight the best at 135. And we all know who the best been for the last 5-6 years. He never fought Tank Davis. He had plenty of opportunities to go fight Tank. Go over there, do a 1-fight deal or 2-fight deal. You didn't even want to do that. Why is everybody blaming Tank? Tank is with the same promotional company that he started out with. He ain't left, went nowhere. He's there. You want to fight him? Come there. And I'll give Eddie Hearn this. I'll give even Oscar they props. Nigga, you think that Oscar, the money he made with Tank and Ron, you think he wouldn't make that fight again? Or make anything to fight Tank Davis? Now he see the money? Man, please. Y'all, listen, they got to stop lying. Pretending, oh, Tank's scared to fight these. Scared to fight them for what? They don't want to fight. There's always excuses they want to make. No one is, Tank got to move up. No, he doesn't. He don't got to do a motherfucking thing. He is the A side. Nigga, he sells without them, your favorite fighters, without them. The Lamont Roach is going to sell. Think about that. That Frank Martin fight, it sold. What are you talking about? He doesn't need them niggas. He do better numbers with them. And those guys that y'all say, they ain't nobody, he still do good numbers. He do better numbers than your favorite fighters fighting whoever the fuck they fight. Shakur Stevens is fighting a prospect. Nobody's mad at that. Why y'all ain't mad at that? Huh? I think Frank Martin will give a hell of a fight to Floyd Schofield. Fuck are you talking about? Lamont Roach, I would think, nigga, it'd be on. Lamont Roach ain't no pussy like that. What the fuck? And I know we got all the issues with the DC niggas. It's DMV. I know that's how we supposed to be. But this fight right now, we back to beefing. I'm not beefing like that, you know what I mean? Shout out to my DC people. But, you know, it ain't like that. But I'm taking Tank, and I know they're going to take Lamont. I get it. But, nigga, after this over, nigga, we back to DMV. I get it. But, please, don't get that shit twisted about Lamont Roach. If he win or lose, even if he lose, Floyd's over, like, nigga, come on, man. Motherfucker Lamont Roach should give you a run for your money. What the fuck? Listen, nigga, it'd be a great fight. I'm telling you. I don't think Floyd Schofield could beat Lamont Roach. I'm just telling y'all. And listen, it'd be a very entertaining fight. But I'll take Lamont Roach over Floyd Schofield. Just telling you that now. But number one, I'm a boxing fan like that. I've been watching boxing since the 80s. Listen, let me tell you something. Floyd Schofield, hopefully it might be different. He come out, he may be different. But I've been watching his fights. And him and Lamont Roach. They both are very reckless dudes. They fight recklessly. Like, it's almost like they don't understand the thing of boxing. Like, they don't get it. Like the IQ of boxing, like you got to box. Like I know you can, bro. I know you can throw them things, but you got box too. They just reckless boxers to me. It was almost like I never take anything more from Sean Porter IQ, but when he got in the moments to fight those guys, he just fought. He didn't use ring IQ. I don't care what nobody say. He didn't use no ring IQ when he fought against fought against Earl Spence. He just was in there. I'm gonna brawl with this dude. And listen, and let me say this about Earl Spence. Earl Spence don't have a great ring IQ. That's why Terrence Crawford beat the dog shit out of him. That's part of the reason, a big part of the reason. And I love Earl. Y'all know I'm a big fan of Earl. Nigga, that's why he got his ass dog walked. Terrence Crawford beat the dog shit out of him because he doesn't have a ring IQ. These are facts. That's why one of the real reasons he got his ass whipped. You can't go in the motherfucking fight and a motherfucker that you fight and know what you're going to do already. Terrence Crawford already knew what Earl was going to do. Kept fighting the same. Ain't no new shit came. Nothing. And he beat the dog. He dog walked the shit out of Earl. I can talk about all the other shit, but one of the reasons Terrence Crawford beat the dog shit out of him because Terrence Crawford got a very high IQ. And this motherfucker, when he seen this motherfucker, he come in and watch that first round of that shit. And then that second round, you see what happens after that. I'm trying to tell y'all, man. There's a difference of niggas that got ring IQs. They different. They on another level. But it could be too as well, right? This could happen. I want motherfuckers to understand this. It could happen that you can have a very high IQ, right? But don't understand the moment. Right? Like you don't understand that, like, nigga, you may gotta go in there and throw some shit. You gotta fight dudes a little different. You know what I mean? Like, think about it, right? I was like, you remember that shit with Shane Mosley and Floyd when they fought, and Shane rocked the shit out of Floyd twice. Almost then rocked his ass, hurt him. Listen, Floyd was trying to do some shit for the fans fully, right? And that was right? Well, when he went back to that motherfucking corner, and motherfucking God rest his soul, Roger Mayweather, he said, hey, man, get back to boxing. Do what the fuck you do, nigga. Fuck is you doing? He ain't better than you. You know that. Paraphrasing a little bit, but that's basically kind of what he was saying. Nigga, you know, out of that shit, Floyd Mayweather dog walked the shit out of motherfucking Shane Mosley. He ain't knock him out, but he fucked him up mentally, and everybody seen it. Floyd was hitting him with shit. Like, ooh, damn. You know it ain't knock him out or hurt him too much, but it frustrated him so much. You seen it in Shane's face. That's different IQ, bro. I still put on a motherfucking show even after that, and I went back to do what I do. Shane stopped fighting, bro. Go watch that fight. Shane stopped fighting. He didn't want to fight Floyd. Floyd was embarrassing him. He couldn't touch him. And then he was hitting him with some shit, and you was like, ooh, damn. Ooh, Floyd with him, boom, hit him with some shit. Ooh. But everybody knew Floyd wasn't gonna knock him out. but it was entertaining. That's what I keep trying to tell you about these dudes. Love Floyd. No, I didn't love him like that, but as far as him being a boxer, Floyd, listen, Floyd top 3. Greatest all time. Some people put him first, however you do it. I still got him top 3 regardless. I don't give a fuck where you place him or even where I place him. He top 3. Listen, let me tell y'all something. Floyd ain't got no power like Tank. He never had no. Listen, Tank learned his accuracy from Floyd. The danger of that is that he knows that. And he got power. Genuinely power. So you got a dude that knows how to set you up accurately with his power. And it's just not knockout. It's just not power. It's knockout power. And he know how to use that? Come on, bro. What we talking about? We're not talking about a regular dude. Tank is on another level. And I'm not saying ain't no dude that can't beat Tank. I'm just saying that you niggas downplay Tank IQ and boxing skills. Like, what are y'all talking about? He just don't knock niggas out now. Nigga, he set your ass up. And then you mad at him. It was the same shit with Floyd. I was like, oh, Floyd is a technician in there. He's that and that. And they used to hate on that shit. And now that Tank does that and he still knocks these dudes out and you mad at him. Oh, now it's the competition. Listen, the competition don't want to fight him. These are facts. And you can sit there, all you motherfuckers, Shakur fans, Devin Haney fans, whoever. I don't give a fuck who y'all are. You can sit there and lie to yourself all you want. Them dudes don't want to fight him. Unless they getting a great payday because they talking about, oh, the money shouldn't matter. Well, the money does matter. Nigga, you think they going to get in the ring with Tank and it's a very high possibility that they going to get knocked out? You don't think they going to overprice themselves or get money or try to get that money? You stupid. But then you blame Tank for that. Them dudes don't want to fight Tank unless they getting buku money. Them up and come fight Keyshawn. Of course Keyshawn want to fight Tank. Of course he does. It's recognition there. Regardless if he win or lose. He get knocked out. He gonna get a payday. Like them dudes, that shit is like little to me. But the Shakurs, all the motherfuckers you say to fight him. Yeah, he don't want to fight Tank. Don't want to fight Tank. Listen, I'm not saying he's fully scared of Tank. I think that Shakur understands if he get in this big fight like that with Tank, and because there's a possibility in his mind, I can lose. My career kind of is over because it's not the same of a Rolly Romero. You get what I mean? Shakur's supposed to be this great boxer. He understands that. He doesn't want to fight Tank until he get his name. Listen, nigga, listen. It won't be the same. Listen, he's not going to fight Tank until he get that win or lose payday. Like, I'm going to fight Tank and I'm going to get this payday regardless if I'm lose. I'm going to get some buku money. That's why they overprice themselves. Shakur knows that if I fight Tank, nigga, I got to get some buku money. As confident that Shakur talk about he can beat Tank, it's another 50% of him know better. I think it's a 50-50. I think 50% he think he can beat Tank. But the other 50, he's that shit scares him. Because he know that 50% like, damn, if I lose and that nigga knock me out, I'm a highlight reel. I may not can come back from that. Especially all the shit I've been talking. How everybody been talking, all my fans. Those motherfuckers, listen, Shakur and them, they scared their fans more. Well, second, they scared their fans second more than they scared of Tank. Because they're probably first. I don't think that they scared of Tank. They just understand that, hey, nigga, they know how a great Tank is. They know that they could get knocked the fuck out. Yeah, do it. They got some fear? Yeah. But not no fear like y'all think. Shakur fears that if he loses, his fans ain't gonna let him come back. Shakur, that's what he knows. He knows that shit for a fact in his mind. Because all that shit he talk, all the little promotion that he gets on the internet, them motherfuckers gonna change up, and then he gonna be a meme. And you understand he grew up in this era, so this internet shit matters to him. The memes and shit, that shit matters to him. He's worrying about more of that shit than he really think he can beat Tank. I'm just telling y'all, there's a lot of them fighters like that. That's why they keep overpricing themselves, wanting this money, trying to pretend, oh, nigga, you know Tank is the A side, but you keep trying to pretend that you on that level. You're not. But you're doing that to stop the fight to happen. And nobody pays attention to that shit but me. Well, people like me. We pay attention, not because I'm a Tank fan. No, listen, if I really think I can beat a motherfucking nigga, listen, and I know my worth, listen, of course I'm gonna ask for a little more. Of course, should ask, look, give me another million too. You know what I mean? Give me another million. I always put it like this. If Tank beat me or not, right? I'll take the low ball money. But you know, on the low ball money, then now you can say, listen, all right, I'm taking the low ball money. You know what? If Tank beat me or not, he got to rematch me. So pay me more. Pay me what I'm asking for. Right? I ain't trying to go crazy, but pay me for what I'm asking for. Or give me that rematch clause. At that point, I ain't even gonna lie to you. Tank got to pick and choose on that. He got to get that up. He got to get one of those things up. Get that nigga an extra $1 million or $2 million or something. Like, you know what I mean? Or give him a rematch, win, lose, or draw. You put a nigga in the corner. A nigga like Tank. You nigga. And then now you can come out, hey, nigga, that's all I ask. Nothing else. Well, listen. If I do, right? Shout out to you. Well, you know that's going to happen already. You know that. Shit, they did it to Frank Martin. The media was in there talking about all that shit. Oh, Frank got a chance to beat Tank Davis. And then that shit got closer and closer. And they started to figure out, we're talking about Tank Davis here. And then especially when Tank hit him with that shit and he jumped back. It's just a natural reaction. Like, I didn't take too much about that. Or, that shit that he did with Tank, hit him with that shit. I didn't take too much about that. Because I still think that Frank wasn't scared of him. I just keep telling everybody he had a game plan. He just didn't have a B. Or his team. I don't know what the fuck they was thinking about. But you can't run around that ring the whole fucking time. You know what I mean? Like I didn't like that game plan that that Frank Martin team came up. I don't know. That shit crazy. You can't run around that fucking ring all day, bro. Like a period of time, bro. You just gotta sit there. Oh, you gotta push back. I didn't even see that whole fight. No lie to you. That's why I knew they didn't have a plan B with the Frank Martin, his team, because they never pushed Tank back. They never rushed him. They just kept running. Like, I'm like, oh, what the fuck? It seemed like, I don't think Frank was scared. It seemed like his team was more scared than he was. That was weird. And I think, you know what? And I'm going to say this. The coach, because you know he was Terrence Crawford coach. I mean, Earl Smith's coach. I think when he seen that going forward shit with Earl, because Earl always keep going forward. Right? When he seen Earl get his ass whipped by Terrence Crawford, I think that fucked him up just as much as it fucked Earl up. My honest opinion. And now you seen that shit, and I start thinking about it now, and it make a little sense to me. Now I see with the Frank Martin shit. Like, Frank should have just stood there a little more. Stop running. You wasted number one, you wasted energy. But number two, you know, in the early range, Tank ain't trying to hurt you. He's just trying to figure you out. They just didn't have any plan B, bro. That's all I'm saying. And they didn't have a plan B. They just didn't. And people don't really realize that shit. That's why I said ring IQ matters. That's why I say shout out to Coach Cal, Coach Kenny. Them niggas, them OGs, they've been around for a long time. They know, nigga, they you think they just sent Tank on there with one fucking plan A? No, nigga, they sending that with other shit. And like I said, Tank have a very high IQ, so they could have a game plan, but Tank may see some shit in there. He may have to switch that up. I keep telling y'all, man. That's what made Floyd great. They had a game plan, nigga, but you get in that ring with certain motherfuckers, you may got to switch it up. I'm gonna tell you what fuck Shane Mosley up, because when he hurt, because I think he was surprised that Floyd stood right in front of him. I think Floyd said he felt a certain type of way, fans talking about him standing or whatever, and then he ignored his plan A, and went there on some other shit that he went on in. And that's how he got his ass rocked and almost knocked the fuck out. But that even threw Shane off. Like, this motherfucker gonna stand in front of me, nigga, know how I hit? And we know that this nigga ain't been hurt or been hit. We don't know about Floyd Chin. But people always talk that shit. Nobody know about Floyd Chin, nigga. Not at that time, nobody knew how his chin was. Man, that's somebody with Shane power. Oh, that fuck. Excuse me. That fucked everything up. That fucked everything up. And when Floyd went to go do what he normally do, it fucked Shane up again. Because Shane, listen, Shane a great fighter. Not taking nothing away from him. But it's like, will we consider Shane Mosley a fucking like fighter of like he has a great ring IQ? No. Shane Mosley does not have a great ring IQ. He doesn't. Not on the level of Floyd and them, some of them niggas. When I keep telling y'all, it's different levels of dudes with ring IQs. They're different. They're just on a different level. Talking about Pernell Whitterson. Whitterson. Like, yo, that's a different dude. Like, you're talking about the greats. Like, they're different. Their IQ is different. Floyd, them guys is different. They're not regular boxers. Their IQ is very, very high. And people try to downplay that shit like, nah. Like, no. Sugar Ray Leonard, IQ very high. Very high. You know when Sugar Ray, the fights that he lost, it's all because he didn't use his IQ. Or the one that he lost when he got old. You old. He didn't understand, like, nigga, it's enough. And that was more about money. You fighting a nigga, you ain't supposed to be fighting no more. Sugar Ray, nigga, you look old. The fuck you talking about? But yeah, but those guys are different. They're different dudes. You're talking about somebody like what's his name? Andre Ward. IQ very high. Different level. Those type of dudes are different. They're just different dudes. Terrence Crawford, IQ is very high. Different level. Those dudes levels. That's why he beat the shit out of Earl. It was IQ. I love Earl. That's my guy. His IQ is better than Earl's. That's why he beat the shit out of him like he did. That was part of the reason why. A big part of the reason. His IQ was very higher than Earl Smith. Get the fuck out of here. Y'all watched the fight. Y'all seen like this nigga kept doing the same shit. Like, yo, what the fuck? Ain't no plan B? Nothing, nigga. Nigga talking about, oh, it's a dog. And you got to be a dog. Okay, nigga, at a certain point, you can be a dog, but you got to have some type of IQ to know when you don't supposed to be doing certain shit to be a dog. The fuck are you talking about? When Floyd got his ass rocked, nigga, he understood that, nigga, I got to be a dog in certain situations. Fucking Earl Smith didn't understand that because he doesn't have a great ring IQ. So when people talking about, oh, they was in a doghouse and he gave Floyd good work. But in a boxing match, Floyd would outbox the shit out of him. It was proven with Terrence Crawford. You don't think Floyd Mayweather would have figured that out? Nigga, you got one move. In a doghouse rules, and you in a doghouse, you just keep throwing them hands. But in a boxing match, oh, nigga, you got to have a ring IQ, bro. And that's what happened to Earl. That's what happened to him. He didn't run into a more superior boxer. He ran into a dude that had a greater IQ than him. That's it. Terrence Crawford ain't this superior boxer like that. His IQ was better. Because I done watch Terrence Crawford fights. And Terrence Crawford get in brawls with motherfuckers. And got hurt plenty of times. And I'm telling you, that's why I said the other part of that of why Earl lost was because some fact Earl took too long. He took off too long, right? And he didn't fight. So you rusty a little bit. And you don't know how to get hit. That sparring shit is one thing. But you gotta get hit with them I guess it's 8-ounce gloves. You gotta get hit with that shit. You gotta be in fights, bro. And Earl sat around wait for that dude, man. And that shit was bullshit. And so that fucked him up. That was part of what fucked him up. Turnstile played mind games with that nigga, and he got him. People ask me, so you saying Earl would have beat him? Listen, I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell you this. If Earl would have played this shit better and then wait around longer and shit like that, Earl was out for a whole year. Turnstile fought in that year. That matters. I don't know why people don't think that shit matters. It does. You can't be out long like that. I know, like I told y'all about the Tank shit with him fighting Frank Martin. I didn't like that shit. And then I watched that fight and I watched it over and over. I said that nigga Tank is rusty as shit. He admitted it. I knew that he was rusty. I don't like Tank fighting this fight. I think he's still going to be rusty. The problem is, I think the motherfuckers don't respect Tank IQ like that. I think he going to try to do some boxing shit when he need the pressure. You know, that's just my opinion, but like I said, I don't like that Tank been out that long. I mean that shit. I don't like fighters, period, being out that long. You have to fight at least twice a year. Niggas get mad at Canelo. Oh, he ain't fighting nobody, but at least he fighting some fucking body twice a year. Motherfuckers ain't even fighting nobody. Your favorite fighters ain't even fighting like that. And then if they do fight somebody, they fighting some bullshit ass fighters. They ain't fighting no good competition. Let's go to a quick commercial break, people. We're right back. All right, people, back from quick commercial break. Make sure you guys hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell button so you guys get the live streams when we go live, people. And if you can, donate to the channel. Go to OBF The Real Cash App and donate to the channel, people. We highly appreciate anything you guys can donate to the channel. Need more information to subscribe and donate to the channel? It's down there scrolling below the screen. Make sure you guys hit the like button when we come in and out of the building. And make sure you guys share the videos, man. It keeps the movement pushing. But yeah, man, this whole notion that, like, I keep telling motherfuckers about ring IQ, right? Like, this shit going to matter this Saturday. Like, everybody know, oh, you got to have that dog in you. Yes, you got to have that dog in you. The problem is a motherfucker can have a dog in them and still get their ass knocked out. Because sometimes you got to back off as a dog and learn how to be a fucking, have a ring IQ. So that's why I said that's what separate the greats from them other niggas. You talk about the greats. Like, nigga, we're talking about Muhammad Ali. We talking about Floyd Mayweather. The Mike Tysons of the world. Like, we're talking about those guys. Like, those guys was different. Right? Now, let me just say this too. I don't have Mike Tyson in my top 5. I don't think you break down boxing and a dog, like that shit gotta be a mixture in a way. I don't listen, Mike Tyson was a dog. He didn't have no ring IQ. Not past the boxing part. Like he wasn't a pure boxer. Like he ain't had that in his arsenal. You ain't never seen a fight the way you was like, oh, Mike Tyson got an arsenal, or where he's a pure boxer. You never seen that. So Mike Tyson cannot be in my top 5. Mike Tyson, he's probably one of the most entertaining boxers that we have ever seen, but he's not a top 5 great. Sorry to tell y'all. Think about all the dudes that Mike Tyson knocked out. Right? Is they Hall of Famers? We may have to go look at that list, but Mike Tyson ain't a Hall of Famer, bro. I mean, the dudes that he fought, that's a Hall of Famer. We can question Mike Tyson resume. Who the fuck he fought? Let's be real. And when it came to them big fights, really like that, Hall of Famers, motherfuckers, we consider Hall of nigga. No, he got his ass whipped. Fuck are we talking about? And that's what I'm talking about. My Paulie and shit. He talking that goofy shit. Like, dude, you shouldn't even listen. You ain't even on Mike Tyson level, nigga. You're not on Tank Davis to be talking to him, talking about Tank Davis like that. You're not even on that level. You for on Adrian Broner. You got your ass whipped. Anytime you stepped up for big fights, you got your ass whipped. Let me say this. It ain't a big percentage that somebody thought that you would beat any of those guys that you lost to. Nobody was like, oh, it's a high percent. Everybody that fought Tank, it was a nice percentage that they thought that Tank could get his ass whipped. Not you, because you wasn't special like that. And like I told you, you know why he bring up Tank like that, right? Because he's a black fighter, and he's the face of boxing. Motherfucker still throw Canelo there, but okay, cool. I ain't mad at Canelo. That's why I say I don't hate on Canelo. You know what I mean? And motherfucker still think Canelo's still there. Okay, cool. I don't think that, but that's okay. That's cool. I ain't mad at it. But Nick, come on. And then mind you, even in his talking, he still shit on Canelo. Canelo resume is better than yours. Nigga, he fought Floyd Mayweather. And he lost to Floyd. Just off that loss is better than all your wins. The fuck you talking about? Listen, you couldn't beat any of those guys. Let me just say this. Paulie could not beat anybody in Canelo Alvarez. He could not beat none of those guys that Canelo Alvarez fought. His catalog. He couldn't beat none of those guys. The fuck are you talking about? First of all, you couldn't even beat a flat-footed Mikey. I'm sorry, not Mikey, but Danny Garcia. You couldn't even beat him. Fuck are you talking about? You know, first of all, you shouldn't even have even mentioned yourself in the same breath or even talk about Canelo Alvarez. Nigga, you can't talk bad about Canelo. Like, seriously, you're not even, nobody considers you great. Listen, okay, let's move on.
more of a fan. You know what I mean? Like, I can't get into this groupie fanboy thing today where you just want to watch, or to go back to the example I used, you just want to watch the python kill the chicken. Like, and not to say that the other professional fighters should be called a chicken, but it's just like they don't belong in the same ring yet. You know, Lamont Roach, if he would have made 4 or 5 title defenses at 130 pounds, okay, you know what? Now you're selling me a little bit. Okay, we got 4 or 5 title defenses at 130 pounds, and he's going to go up to the lightweight division, and Joanna's going to fight him. You know what? And he looked good in those 4 or 5 title defenses at the same time. Before he fights Joanna, now you're like, you know what? Oh man.
First of all, we don't even live in those times like that. Everything moves fast. What you talking about? Just because you old and don't understand that got nothing to do with the rest of us. That shit don't make any sense. Not in this time. No, maybe back in your time. See, you notice it's always old motherfuckers that sit there and act like, oh, shit supposed to be. Listen, I'll tell y'all this. This is the one thing I always tell y'all. I say a lot of you young niggas, on real talk, back in my day, I probably most like killed a couple of y'all. Not promoting violence and no shit like that. But back in my era, like a lot of shit that y'all do, yeah, nigga, I'll kill y'all. But that ain't nothing I'm glorifying, no shit like that. I'm just saying the times was different. Like I would do some shit to y'all, that a lot of shit y'all do. But if you're not aware as an old nigga to understand the times, then nigga, what the fuck are you talking about? You just sitting there reminiscing, oh, how shit used to be. I know how shit used to be. I'm an old nigga. I know how shit used to be. I know how shit would be if it was back in the day. But we don't live back in the day, do we? We live in these times. Nigga, get over your old shit. The problem is you get mad at the young niggas that don't respect your shit because you don't respect the times that we in. How a motherfucker gonna respect you if you don't respect the time they in? This is how this is. It might not seem right or you'll fully agree with. I don't fully agree with everything, but the young niggas know that, nigga, I'll be honest about it. And I ain't hating. It ain't come from no hate. I'm just saying, hey, even for me, listen, let's think about this right now. We live in this time right now with certain shit, right? I just tell young niggas like this. I get y'all time. I understand that. You can't do that to me now. And I'm an old nigga. Nigga, I kill you. I lose everything you disrespect me in a certain type of way. Like, ain't nobody got, like, at least I'm honest about that. But I ain't hating on what they do. Do you? That shit work. It's the new time. I get it. And I understand the new times. But nigga, I'm telling you, you can't do that to me. You can't do that to me. That's the difference. I don't hate on the youth. I just tell the youth, it's certain shit you ain't gonna do to me. I don't give a fuck. Sorry. It ain't on no old shit. It's on principles. It ain't about me being old. It's on principles. That's the difference. These motherfuckers sit around and they talking about, oh, these young niggas, they out of control and some shit. That's what you're allowing. Ain't no young niggas coming around me disrespecting me like that. Not because I'm this tough guy like that, nigga. I just don't play that. Nigga, I die for my motherfucking respect. Or you're old nigga, you out of touch, you just get to talk. You willing to die about it? You wouldn't go talk to them young niggas, say, hey man, I don't play like that. Don't play me like that. I ain't them young niggas. I don't, like, you get what I mean? It ain't about young niggas. I don't go fuck if you young or old. I don't play like that. Are you willing to say that? No, you ain't. So shut the fuck up. Don't keep blaming young niggas for your insecurities. Them young niggas doing what they supposed to do. They young, they moving their own movement, and you old niggas get mad because, oh, this is how this shit used to be. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. Keep being an old nigga. Keep being old. See how that work out for you. Listen, let me tell you something. Young niggas I fuck with, they'll tell you, I don't agree with they shit all the time. I just understand it. I get my 2 cents in here and there, and I still tell them niggas, hey man, I'm still here though. And they just keep playing those games. I'm talking to some young niggas at the job. I told them, I said, hey man, I had homies that sit there and was saying to me, making fun of me, I might as well say, right? I'm a grown ass man at this time. You a custodian, then you ain't like that. You know what I mean? Made fun of me. You know, these are the same niggas that they got sick. They can't afford health care. They can't do none of that shit. They got no health care. When they go to the motherfucking doc, look at they got an extra bill. I don't. That ain't even just about me. My daughter don't. My wife don't. All shit good. We ain't got no debt. That's what I'm saying. And people, I ain't trying to say that like I'm perfect or no shit like that. Nigga, I got flaws and all that shit. The motherfuckers downplayed in my shit. Me being a custodian for 10 years. And these motherfuckers sat there and they downplayed that shit. Friends of mine. And these niggas now, they got sick or personal shit, family, and they in debt. And them niggas calling me like, yo, you think you can help me? No. I can't help you. Because some fact you don't disrespect that nigga like that. I was your man. You made fun of me. You disrespect me. Fuck out of here. I can't help you. Do your own shit. Pick yourself up by your own bootstraps. Do that shit. But you don't get to sit there and act like I gotta help you. Like you disrespect me. Made fun of me. Talk down on my occupation. And I'm good. I own my own house. I own my own cars. Ain't nobody, my daughter ain't worrying about nothing, nigga. My wife, she just always worried. This is her thing. Like I ain't say worried, but she always wants something more. That's okay. And I'm good with that. That's our relationship. But nigga, she ain't worrying about a motherfucking thing. We good. Nigga, we throw parties. I told my wife, you know what I told my wife? My wife was worrying about some shit. We supposed to clear this basement. I told y'all that. I said we clearing the basement out or whatever and shit, you know. I told my wife, I said I want to do it all at once. She didn't listen to me because my wife be on some bullshit sometimes, right? I said to my wife, I said, don't worry about none of that shit. I said, when we do it all at once. Right? But she worried about it so much, right? I told my wife, I said, what the fuck you worrying about that shit for? I said, listen. Told my wife straight up. I said, what about our anniversary? What you want to do? What do you want to do? Told my wife, what you want to do? You ain't got to worry about none of that other dumb, stupid shit. You know what I mean? Not stupid, but don't worry about some shit that we may need to take care of. It's not that big of a thing, nigga. I ain't worrying about that shit. I ain't waking up thinking about that. But, and I don't think she does. I just think that she just, you know, shit happens and she just think about it. But I told my wife, I said, fuck that shit. I said, listen, worry about our anniversary. What you want to do? Want to enjoy y'all shit. Listen, can I say this too? Right? On real talk. To be honest with everybody. Listen, me and my wife, we haven't really enjoyed our fucking anniversary like that in years. It's almost seems like we just do shit to kind of, we just do shit. Right? But it's not nothing to enjoy. And I just wanted my wife to get that. I know what she really genuinely want to do. But nah, I told her, I said, we'll wait on that. We'll do that shit around the summer. But the other thing was like, let's just, let's enjoy our fucking anniversary. Yo, we been together for a long fucking time. Imagine that. Imagine somebody. That's why I always tell people, like, think about that shit. Like, all fuckers be talking all that gangster shit. Imagine being with somebody for 20 years. Right? It's over 20 years, but I'm just saying, just imagine somebody being with somebody for over 5 years. And I'll be honest about it. I know my wife gets sick of me. I know that for a fact. Number one is because I'm too opinionated. That's number one. I always try to not push some shit, but I'm opinionated. I always try to get at shit. That's what I do. Imagine you doing that shit for 20-something years. Like, everybody think that, we've been married for what? 18 years or something like that. 17, 18 years. Right? Listen. We've been together since we was 19 years old, so that's over 20-something years. Like, you gotta understand that. Like, we're not like a regular couple in that way. Like, yo, she been knowing me. And I always tell people this on real talk. My wife, I was fucking my wife when I was in the beef of a lot of my homies died. My little homies died. She was there. So that shit is deeper than what y'all think it is. So a lot of times, I don't think people understand how that woman put up with my bullshit. Cause I ain't gonna say bullshit, but just me who I am. Like, I'm not like everybody else, bro. And I'm weird in a way, right? She had me rock with me for years. I ain't had to rock with me, but she rocked with me. I've been in this motherfucker for a long time with her. Talking about a motherfucker that put up with your bullshit. All that nonsense shit. All the shit that y'all be like, this nigga Kenny crazy, whatever. She put up with all that. Arguments that y'all didn't even know about. We had. Now, I'm gonna tell y'all some real shit. Real shit. I ain't never thought I would live this long. And number two was I didn't want kids. As I was so much of a horrible person when I was out there like that. Right? And I did so much harm to my people. So I didn't want no kids. My daughter, my wife told me that, we having a kid and shit, that shit changed my whole perspective of shit. Right? And it probably, if my daughter, when it came, it probably would have changed my whole perspective of how I move and how I speak. Right? But the one thing wouldn't have changed, it was that I think she would have. No, I can't say that. No, I can't say that. Excuse me. One thing about my wife, she always wanted to have kids. I didn't. And it wasn't because I don't like kids or no shit like that. It's not that. It's because I heard a lot of people, man. You know, you out them streets like that, you hurt people. You know what I mean? And then you look back at a lot of that shit and you hurt people, you know, you hurt people that you didn't know that got kids and how fucking damaged they are and how they treat their kids, because that shit matters too. But, you know, that shit, I just didn't want kids. I always tell people my daughter was here, but way before my wife was here. I was 34 years old when my daughter was, when I knew my wife was pregnant. Crazy. And let me be real about it. I know it's a little open too much, but let me be real with y'all. Nigga, me and my wife ain't never used no condoms. Ever. First time we had sex, never used condoms. Ever. Never used no condoms. That's why I always tell y'all, like, I'm not like this crazy spiritual dude or nothing like that. I'm just telling you. Oh, it's a God out there. Somebody spiritual is out there. Because, listen, I ain't never used no condoms ever when I ever had sex with my wife. Ever. These are facts. Never. And then out of this blue, what my daughter happens. Crazy. And no diseases or nothing like that too as well. Put that out there. No diseases or nothing. Never had no diseases or nothing. You know what I mean? But shout out to me and my wife for not be doing no fuck around bullshit. But you get what I mean? But we ain't never used condoms. Ever. It was crazy because even when we first met, we ain't never used it. Not first met, but when we actually had sex, and we never use it. I think we just trusted each other. It was a weird thing. We just trusted each other. So to this day, we trust each other. That shit crazy. You never have that type of love like that. People try to pretend that they do have that type of love or that type of trust. They don't, honestly. Who you trust like that? Who you genuinely trust like that? Or where you just genuinely give up love? You let that motherfucker ride with you. That ride for you. Fuck ride with you. Ride for you. They got your back. Regardless. Because anybody really say that? No, hell no. You can't say that. Everybody live a life. A lot of people live their lives. I wouldn't say everybody. A lot of people live their lives that they just lie about. Like, nigga, when I come home, nigga, I know I'm good. I know that woman, regardless she mad at me or not, I try to fix it, but I know regardless or not, she still got my back. Regardless if she mad at me. I don't think everybody have that. Everybody lie about it. Pretend ain't, he ain't like that. No, nigga. My wife, I ain't got to play those games like that. If she mad at me, she mad at me. We'll fix it. You ever be hurt by somebody that said something to you that's bad? Listen, I always tell people this. You know why me and my wife always be she the love of my life, she my soulmate. On real talk. My wife seen me at my worst. How many motherfuckers in their life would they woman and say they seen you at their worst? I'm not talking about no recent shit. I'm talking about when you was young and you wasn't shit. How many of y'all can say that? Huh? I mean, y'all can say that. Your woman who you with seeing you at your worst. And I'm talking about like, man, I'm begging, right? With my wife, I'm begging her to stay with me. Didn't want to lose her. It was the best thing that ever happened to me. But I'm all arrogant, I'm on my bullshit. But I told my wife, like, nah, I need you. Cried in front of her. Broke down in front of her. She didn't see me at my worst. I mean, how many dudes can say that about a woman they've been with? You can't say that. It ain't about being soft or you not a man or no shit like that. Listen, first of all, nigga, let me just say this out the gate. If I wasn't no man and I wasn't that, my wife wouldn't be with me, nigga. She would think I'm a soft ass nigga. My wife ain't soft like that. It's real talk. My wife ain't never soft like that. Always show me love. Always be real too. Never like play this game like, oh. Like my wife, like it's the crazy shit, but we'll wake up. Like I wake up on my bullshit, right? That's a normal shit that I will wake up on. I wake up on some shit that like I'm not a morning person, so I wake up on some bullshit. My wife woke up on her bullshit today, and I was like, hey, I told my wife, hey, why you being all fucking mean and shit? Being rude. Like, I ain't being rude, nigga. Yeah, but I thought it was rude. Like I thought it was me, but that was me. You know what I mean? But she wasn't on that type of shit. She was like, I understand, like nigga, she ain't gonna always be good. Sometimes she gonna be mean. Sometimes she gonna be upset. You know what I mean? But I understood it right away. It wasn't like no shit that like I had to think about. Like, oh, she on some shit. Oh, it's that time of the month. Nigga, it wasn't that time of the month. She just wake up, she's on some shit. She on her shit. I respect that and love that about her. And she ain't gonna always agree with me. You know what I mean? Anytime I do some shit. Like, she ain't gonna always agree with me, nigga. Like, people keep thinking everybody supposed to agree with you. And I don't want to make this like a habit, right? I want to make this very, very clear. So we ain't got to talk about this shit no more. Right? I felt a certain type of way, right? The real talk. I put Shay business out there like that. But I don't fuck with Shay no more. See, it comes to a certain point that where like I had love for you. Genuinely. Family wise. I don't talk to her like that. She already disrespected our whole family thing. So I didn't like that. I did that. But what the fuck does she supposed what I supposed to do? Right? Like listen, people probably say, okay, you put Shay business out there. I ain't put her business out there because I was getting feedback. Motherfuckers telling me, like, you put her business out there. I ain't put her business out there. Shay stopped fucking with me. Shay stopped fucking with me because I just told y'all. But I didn't even get that deep into that. But the other part of that is, all right, you think I put Shay business out there like that? That's fine. Because I was getting this feedback from motherfuckers. Listen, let me tell y'all something. Shay could have been squashed this shit with us. But she didn't. And let me say this. You keep on trying to defend Shay, right? When y'all heard from Shay, other than when the last time y'all heard, I said some shit about it and she got upset about it. That's the last time you heard about her. She said, oh, I'm still in the chat. What the fuck that mean? That don't mean shit. I'm mad at a lot of niggas. I don't just be in a chat with niggas. Even with her. I don't be in a chat with you. You come holler at me. We supposed to be family, but you pick and choose when you want to be family with me. That's not cool. I remember people saying that shit. They were saying that shit to me. It was like, okay, you being disrespectful to Shay. I'm not being disrespectful to Shay. I'm not being, I want to make that very, very clear to everybody. I ain't being disrespectful to Shay. I love Shay. But I will not allow Shay to sit here and manipulate shit no more. Shay is lying to everybody, pretending that we all family, we all good. And she doesn't do anything to try to fix anything that we do as far as OBF. She doesn't do that. She came in this bitch and started talking about some shit that made her feel uncomfortable. But the whole time I've been saying the same shit until I mentioned her name. And then that's when she want to say something. But I've been saying I have a problem with Shay. Now, for whatever reason, she had a problem with whatever lately I said. I always has said that. Now she got a problem. You know, it is what it is. Then I hear from people say, oh, Kenny, you calling Shay out like that with her husband and all that other shit? Listen, let me just say this. When it comes to Shay and her husband, totally not my business. It's not my fucking business. That's on Shay. But the problem with that is Shay turned her back because of that. And I'm going to make this very, very clear. So nobody try to pretend that I'm trying to disrespect Shay, try to out her or no shit like that. The problem is at this point is that Shay turned her back on OBF. That's a fact. And if you want to tell me I'm lying, prove me I'm lying. Right? And that comes with Shay or any of them. Now, all right, that happens, right? Now, let me explain something to y'all very, very clearly. Because I don't want to have this conversation no more. Let me explain something to y'all very, very clearly about Shay. Shay was OBF. We was all this motherfucker almost 10 years ago. Real shit. Right? Shay was the mother OBF. We fuck with her like that. Everybody did. She came down this motherfucker to OBF. We got in a conversation. After that happened, nothing was wrong. After that happened, I brung up, and I probably was wrong for saying it, but then I'm not, to a certain extent. Then she said, I says, hey, motherfuckers trying to do something to Shay coming down in my city. Facts. Okay, cool. Right? Shay got a problem with that. Cool. Okay. Now, mind you, Shay came down this motherfucker. She met my wife. She met my daughter. And we was all good. Shay didn't go nowhere outside of nothing I was talking about. She didn't go outside of that. We was all good here. Wasn't we? It's a fact. This shit is documented. It was documented. So, okay, cool. So all right, Shay says she mad. Listen, it's one thing, it's it's one thing of saying, Kenny, you doing some shit, you doing some propaganda shit, you doing some fuck shit, right? I get that, right? But then you say to me that I lied. Now we come to a motherfucking confrontation now. So now I'm lying. Then I say, okay, all right, if I'm lying, I say, hey, Shay, what I knew would happen, we can do that. She said, I don't trust them niggas. Okay, cool. Fine. I say, well, you know, no one person I trust love my life. I say, love my life will tell you that. And she would never lie to me. She'll never lie to you. That's how my wife is. She ain't give a fuck about none of that shit that I care about or y'all care about. She ain't gonna lie like that. I say, my wife will tell you that I ain't lying. She ain't want to talk about that. These are facts. I ain't making this shit up. I ain't trying to make Shay look bad or none of that shit like that. Why the fuck would I do that? I love Shay. I still do. Still got love for her. But I would never do that to her to try to make her disrespect her in that way. She the one did that. She the one disrespect my wife. No, she's just gonna take your side. What? Okay, cool. Okay, cool. Shit. My wife is gonna take my side because she married me. We've been together for over 20-some years. My wife ain't never lied to me or disrespect me in that way. Even my friends, when she don't like my friends, she will tell me I don't like them. The reason that she don't fuck with you is because she feel that you disrespected me. That ain't got nothing to do with she don't like you personally. The fuck are we talking about here? Like I said, on Real Talk, Shay always talking that shit. She care about OBF. She ain't been with OBF in years. How the fuck you care about us? I don't want to fuck with everybody. We didn't cut down the fucking family in years, and you still don't come around. Who you still mad at? Right? Oh, so you still mad at the nigga that created it? Which is me? So you want me to go? Okay, cool. Fine. That's fine. Then do it. If you mad at the nigga that created this shit, I'm willing to go away from OBF. I'll let y'all have it. No, I'm just being on Real Talk. Because Shay tried to pretend, oh, I just got the problem with, she feel like she got a problem with me. Okay, cool. We'll do this shit on your own then. Take OBF and do it. Mind you, I already did it already. They can't do it. You know why? These niggas ain't, listen, no disrespect to everybody. These niggas ain't wise as me. They not wise. Them niggas think about some shit. They just think about just this in this moment. Nigga, I think about some shit after the moment. I'm not thinking about just in the moment. Thinking about some shit that happens after the moment. That's why they mad. That's why Shay said there, she try to pretend, oh, we ain't family. Get the fuck out of here. You don't want to be family because you already took a side. You think everybody ought to kiss your ass. Get the fuck out of here. Think about what she be trying to do. I'm the motherfucker that created OBF. This is a fact. You know what I'm saying? Nobody want to fuck with me no more. You know why that? And I ain't totally blaming them. Nigga, I have changed. I'm on some different shit. But notice that all of them, they say they care about OBF, but they ain't here. All them OBF members, so-called motherfuckers, they got all this bad shit to say about McKinney this way. Okay, cool. That's fine. Let me tell you something. I done forgave a lot of motherfuckers. And I'm still good. And I wish they would fuck with OBF. See, that's the difference. They can't get over because they so stuck in their bullshit. I'm good. And I will fight for niggas that, listen, we got a beef, whatever, even with Shay. I got beef with all the motherfuckers. Right? Not a beef like in that point of like we can't fix some shit. But if we can't fix some shit, I'll let you know. But we can fix some shit. But don't sit here and act like it's me. You don't want to fix it. Don't try to blame me. You can't fix this shit because you don't want to. The fuck out of here. I'm always been good where I'm at. You see what I'm saying? Listen, I'm gonna let y'all call in, man. Let y'all call in. Y'all in the chat. I'd rather hear from y'all in the chat, man. On the shit. You know what I mean? Tell me what y'all think. No. Shit. Hold on, y'all. Take this shit off. All right, hold on. I'm here. Go ahead and call in. That shit crazy. Listen, I was saying people. I was saying how you disrespect Shay like that, nigga. Listen, it's not a disrespect to Shay. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I mean? Shay don't fuck with OBF no more. She ain't been fucking with us in years. And then she tried to blame me for some shit that she act like I put her family life in danger. Stop that shit. That shit is. First of all, I can put that shit as document that ain't never happened. Like I said, my wife is the love of my life. You can ask my wife that. That ain't never happened. The fuck out of here. She be lying, man. That shit crazy. Like I said, and I kind of tiptoed around the last conversation of like, oh, why it happened. But that's because I'm frustrated. Like, because she keep lying. There ain't no fucking way that you think that I put your fucking kid's life in danger, your life in danger. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. We're not gonna play that, keep playing that bullshit. I put Shay and her family life in danger when they came down here. That's bullshit. And she knows that. That shit is trash. You left us for a reason, and we all know that. Well, I ain't gonna say we all, but I know why. And to a certain point, we put your ass on blast for lying. You can't keep on running off that fucking story of like I put your fucking life in danger. Get the fuck out of here. Think about that, y'all. I keep trying to tell y'all. Think about that. I'm OBF. I'm at that time. I'm who I am. Hold on. Bro Bell calling. Hold on. What up, Bro Bell?
What's up, man?
What's up? Good. I'm listening to you.
Yeah, so I was watching the show, man, and I heard Kenny what you were saying, and I don't feel like what you said was disrespectful, man. I feel like this shit needs to be said because I'm tired of this shit, man.
I'm listening to you. Good.
Yeah. Based off the shit we say, I don't really talk about her like that because to me she's irrelevant at this point. But I feel where you're coming from, like we shouldn't be giving her the benefit. You shouldn't be giving her the benefit of the doubt, though. You know what I'm saying?
No, I give her the benefit of the doubt, but you ain't gonna keep lying.
Yeah.
She not gonna keep lying, saying that I'll put her life in danger. Right? Telling everybody that shit. Right?
Yeah.
And the thing about it, okay, cool. If you feel that way, that's cool. All right. The motherfuckers that was down here with you when you came down, this motherfucker ain't saying that. So I'm one of them. I said that, right? Cool. Right. My wife is another of that. Plenty times I ask her, I say, just talk to my wife. She won't do that. She ain't had done that. Because whatever she assumed that I would do, or my wife would do for me, please stop that shit. My wife don't agree with me on everything. Get the fuck out of here. That don't even happen like that. That's not even our relationship. Nigga, we good because we opposite. So why would you think that my wife be okay with me lying? You feel me?
Yeah.
So basically you want some fuck shit. And that's what I'm saying about shit. Enough of that shit. You run around this motherfucker pretending that I'm lying about some shit. I ain't lying about nothing. You the one lying. You don't want to face the consequences of shit. You ain't really like. I ain't gonna say that. Not say I'm going too far, bro. You feel me? Going too far. Like, yo, Shay can't do that shit to me no more. I'm sick of that shit. I'm sick of her trying to pretend that I did this shit to her. I ain't do shit to you. We all know the real shit. You don't listen. I've been showing you respect for fucking almost when Shay stopped fucking with us.
I don't even remember.
Listen, it's been about over what? About 5-6 years?
Yeah.
And then nobody call you out on her bullshit. Ain't nobody call her out on her bullshit. She just stopped talking to us and try to blame everybody else. But we know the real reason why you stopped fucking with us. And I said that shit the last show. You notice any other motherfucker time? Remember, was it the last show?
Yeah, it was.
She had a nut to come out talking some shit. And I said, Shay, you know why? It was because of your motherfucking husband. Then she stopped talking?
Yeah.
Okay, then. So what we talking about? I'm sick of being blamed for some shit that I didn't do. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
That's my issue, bro. She is not going to sit here and continue for time on, and she don't fuck with nobody. She don't talk to. Have she talked to any of y'all?
No.
Since she mad at me, right? She love OBF. Why she ain't talk to none of y'all then?
I don't know.
Well, I know why. Because she ain't really mad at y'all. She mad at me. Because I know the fucking truth of why she stopped fucking with me. I know why. And she can sit there and bullshit all she want. But I know that's why. The fuck out of here. Blah, this way and all that. And then she tried to say, well, Weezy told me you was calling me bitches. What? Let me just say this, and I don't give a fuck if Weezy told you that or not. I don't really give a fuck. You ain't call me. You ain't say, Ken, is this shit true or not? You ain't say nothing. You ain't have the fucking respect for me to say, this nigga said that I called you a bitch, and I've been calling you bitches since you left. That's basically what she said. You remember the shit?
Yeah, I do. I watched that shit back. I keep playing that shit back. And watching that shit back, yeah.
She's sitting there talking that shit to me. Oh, Weezy said this. Oh, the fuck, I ain't Weezy. I don't even talk to Weezy like that. You don't even know our relationship no more because you left the OBF. You don't even know me and Weezy cooler like that no more. Do she?
No.
All right, so what the fuck are we talking about, man? You feel me?
Yeah, I do. I got you, man. Yeah.
That shit's stupid with her. And then you try to come in and talk about, I'll put your family life in danger. Get the fuck out of here. I'll put your family life in danger. Okay, cool. Let me say this, and I'll be very honest about it. Nigga, my wife was offended with Shay. She was offended. Because, nigga, when Shay and her family came down here, nigga, we embraced other. Let me just be on some real shit. Because since Shay want to know real shit, right? Everybody want to know real shit, right? Right? You hear me?
Yeah, I'm here.
My wife didn't want none of you motherfuckers coming in. She didn't want none of y'all. She didn't want none of y'all come down here and all shit. I said, nah, boo, I'm gonna do that shit, whatever. Boo, but I don't like that shit. I said, boo, well, I'm gonna do it. She was like, well, but I don't like it. And I went against her to bring this woman and her family down here. Her kids. And this woman sit here and try to say, because I said to her, motherfuckers trying to do some tour or whatever, you know what I mean? Because they've been watching us on YouTube and they want to do some tours in my city. That's facts. I ain't lying about it. Ain't no shit I'm making up. And like I told you, that's what I heard. But like I said, at the same time, though, bro, Bell, anything happened to her?
No.
I said it. So she said, oh, you fronting, you faking. Okay, cool. And I said, okay, fine. If you think I'm fronting and faking, I can tell you the same person that told me that shit. And I told you And I told her, I say, my wife would tell you that. That heard that same shit. Right? Did Shay want to talk to her or not?
No.
All right, then. So what the fuck Shay talking about, man? What's she talking about? She's sitting there, she talking all types of nonsense shit. You ain't been fucking with us for years. You're trying to blame me for some shit that you stopped fucking with us about. No, you stopped fucking with us because of your husband. That's a fact. I ain't holding that shit back no more, bro. You know she ain't in the chat, none of that shit. Because all that shit comes out, it be factual. Is she denying it? You see in the chat?
No.
Of course not. Because the simple fact, I've been holding that shit back. I'm sick of that shit of holding that back. Who the fuck is Shay to sit there and tell me, like, and disrespect my wife? Like, you don't even want to talk to her. But I'm supposed to take you. Everybody supposed to believe you. The fuck out of here with Shay, man. Your kids came down here, ain't nothing happened to them. And it won't happen to them. I would die for that. I was going to die for that day. What are you talking about? Sitting there acting like, what the fuck wrong with her? But like I told you, I know who was wrong. What'd I tell you, bro, Bell? Don't I know what's wrong?
Yeah.
Who was it, bro, Bell? Say
You said that it was her husband, and we left it at that.
I ain't say that shit for how long? I ain't say nothing for how long?
Huh? You said what?
I didn't say anything about that shit for how many years?
I want to say 5 years. I think 5 years if I'm correct.
Mm-hmm.
I think 5 years. I'm not too sure about that, and I don't want to lie.
And hold on. Time out. Didn't I tell you? You don't say nothing. You know about it, right?
Yeah.
And I tell all the OBM, I say, don't y'all say nothing about that shit. We're gonna show her grace. Didn't I do that?
Yes, you did. Behind the scenes,
okay.
yes.
All right, so I'm the bad guy. Okay, but she can keep disrespecting me. But I've been defending her and holding shit back. But I'm the bad guy. But go ahead, I'm sorry. Go ahead, bro, Bill. I'm sorry.
I mean, certain shit, like I said, certain shit behind the scenes, you told us not to talk about because it's like I said, it's deeper than that. So I didn't, I didn't want to.
It's deeper than what I just said.
Yeah.
But good. I'm sorry. Good. My bad.
And I don't really give a fuck about what's going on in people's personal life. I don't really give a fuck about that. People got their own personal life. But when you start switching up on the fucking OBF family like that, then I got a problem with that, and I'm gonna feel some kind of way. That's because I thought that we was better than that. I thought that we was a fucking family. But I guess we not because I'm seeing motherfuckers are slowly leaving OBF and shit. And they got their reasons for why they did what they did, and it's fine. My only problem is, don't be in the chat talking your bullshit like we good. That's my only issue.
Bro, Bell, we've been on that shit. We've been on that. Stop acting like we good and you don't fuck with us. We've been on that shit, man. You've been on that. We had this conversation. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
right.
Like, it's not new. Motherfuckers acting like we mad, like, oh, you knew mad. No, nigga, we been saying that. We tired of motherfuckers that ain't fucking with us, pretend they get in the chat and act like we all good. We ain't good. That's why I told Shay, I don't know why the fuck you here. You ain't been fucking with us. You come in when you want to pop up. The fuck out of here with that shit. We ain't good. Ain't nothing good about me and Shay. Ain't nothing. Ain't nothing good about me and her. The fuck you talking about? Acting like, oh, we all good because you probably say some shit. Like that means something to me. You ain't talked to me. I've been going through some shit. When my aunt died, did Shay call me? Did Shay say anything? No, she didn't. She said a motherfucking thing. And you know why? Because we ain't good. And I know it's probably some shit that happened to her, but we ain't good. And that's the reason why. Just be honest about that shit. Stop trying to pretend. Oh no, I still listen to your shit on YouTube. What that mean? What the fuck do that mean, Shay? Nothing. That's why your ass don't say nothing now. Since I out your ass about your motherfucking the reason that you split from OBF because of your husband. You fucking stop fucking with us because of that nigga. And I listen, no problem. Y'all got back together, y'all good, whatever. And the kids, I'm good with that. You feel what I'm saying, bro, Bell? I ain't got no problem with that shit, nigga. Happy home, like, you get what I mean?
Yeah.
But we all know. And I don't want to disrespect the dude like that because I don't know him like that. But, yeah, okay, cool. Shit, we know. Shit, I know that he did. We was all there showing support for her. Didn't we do that? I mean, bro, am I mistaken of this? Or
No.
I'm tripping?
No.
Was we there for Shay? Or we tripping. Let me know. Go ahead, bro. I'm sorry.
No, you're not tripping. You was there. We was all there. But people change. You know what I'm saying? And this is why I don't fuck with a lot of people now, because like I said, in this year, 2025, we're really seeing who people really, really fucking are. Who they truly fucking are now.
That shit crazy. Try to pretend that I changed. I ain't changed, nigga. I've been the same motherfucker. I've been here. Like, what the fuck is Shay talking about? I've been here. You changed on the OBF. Oh, you want to talk about all the people that left? Let me tell you something. Nigga Rick Jr., I don't fuck with him. Everybody know why. Right or wrong, bro, Bill?
Right.
Why I don't fuck with him? Tell me why. Tell everybody why.
Because he was causing division between OBF, and he was trying to turn niggas against each other and shit. And that's correct.
Thank you. Okay. So that's one, right?
Yeah.
T Baby. You know why T Baby left?
Now, I don't know. Now, I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't know. I don't know the full reason for why she left.
T Baby ain't like Weezy. She couldn't stand Weezy. And at the same time, we kept defending her. And so kept defending him. And so that's why she was upset. She knew a while ago that Weezy was a bad dude. You feel me?
Yeah.
And that's why T Baby was upset. Right? I just didn't like that T Baby should just told me, but she just quit. That's my own issue. If she just told me, like, Kenny, I can't fuck with you no more. That was my issue, right?
Okay,
I'm not mad at her because she left. Right? I'm mad because she just should have told me. I had shows where y'all put shit on, I put things on you for you. And you should just told me, like, Kenny, I can't fuck with this shit no more. Like, you get what I mean? It's an explanation. That's why I was mad at T Baby. And still mad at her for that. I ain't gonna lie about it. You feel me?
Right.
But yeah, like that was T Baby issue. She just listen, she didn't like Weezy. She thought Weezy was a danger. Like she didn't like that nigga. Like real talk. But okay, who's next after that? Bro, Bill.
Man, that's so many motherfuckers.
No, bring up somebody. Hey.
OG.
Who?
OG.
He crackhead. That ain't hard. He a crackhead. I mean, you want to get that deep in it? He a crackhead. That nigga get high. That nigga used us. Try to pretend like we all good. We ain't all good, nigga. You a crackhead. Bro, you a crackhead. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like this nigga do crack and act like we okay with him doing crack. He does crack. Am I lying about it? Like, am I making this shit up?
No.
Like
You
this
right.
nigga is a crackhead. This nigga all on Facebook talking about, oh, I'm doing this. Nigga, you ain't doing shit, nigga. You a crackhead, man. Fuck out of here, man. Nobody does that shit. And listen, I don't downplay crackheads. I need people to understand that my mom is a crackhead. She on crack right now. So I don't downplay crackheads. It's not that. I'm saying I don't fucking, I'm not okay with people getting high. You know what I mean? And trying to act like they better than somebody else. You know what I mean? If you going through some shit, yeah, I don't mind helping you, but you're not going to sit there and act like you better than everybody else and you do crack. The fuck out of here, bro. We had you in our circle. And let me just say this too. With what's the nigga name?
Oh, OG.
OG. Let me make this very clear with this nigga OG. This nigga OG a while ago, he said, he came in, I said, yo, stop using the N-word. You know what the nigga said? You know what he said? He said, no, he ain't said it, but the dude that was with him, he said, why you can't use the N-word? Ain't you black? A white dude told him that. That was okay for him to use that word because he's part black. Really? A white person tell you that. And that's the way he left me. I mean, that's why I stopped fucking with him. I ain't gonna lie to you. You feel me?
Right.
So I'm not doing that shit with you know, he gone. Who's the next motherfucker? Go ahead.
There's so many.
No, ain't that many, but I get what you're saying, but go ahead.
Well, Cali.
Listen, if he couldn't understand why he can't do that shit with Weezy, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, he don't understand, like, yo, that shit is disrespectful. I don't know why he don't understand that, but go ahead. What you want to say about that?
I mean, for somebody that ain't black, man, to be speaking about black issues, yeah, I kind of got a problem with that shit too, man. You know, just because you know, black motherfuckers don't mean that you got the right to speak about black issues. I got a problem with that, man. Like, seriously. That shit ain't cool. And I wasn't catching on, like, you know, back then, but, but after a while I was. It's like, man, what the fuck is this dude talking about?
Mm-hmm. It's just a level of respect. You hear me?
Yeah.
That's all it is. That's all I'm asking. I ain't asking for nothing crazy. Hey, yo, it ain't no way that you disrespect black people like that. Like with Cali was telling you, like, niggas, stop, yo, respect us. Like, yo, stop doing that shit. And just because you cool with me, don't mean you can get disrespect over black people. You get what I mean? And I think he didn't understand that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that goes for a lot of motherfuckers that ain't black that think they can do that. Like, you can't do that. Like, yo, you're not gonna disrespect black people in front of me. You're not doing that. You know what I mean? Unless I say I can do that, but you gotta take a step back. And mom was like, oh, why we gotta do that? Cause nigga, I'm black. And I can do that. You can't do what I can do. You feel me?
Right.
You can't do what I can do. And I know that make y'all feel a certain type of way that you ain't black and you feel like, oh, well, y'all can do it. What, nigga, you ain't us. You ain't, your ancestors ain't slaves in this country. We didn't fight hard for you motherfuckers to be here. Our ancestors fought for y'all to be here. And you still don't give us the respect that you're supposed to. But you mad at us because we saying, hey, you can't do what we can do or speak the way we can speak? The fuck wrong with you? You understand what I'm saying, bro?
Yeah, I do.
The level of motherfuckers acting like they on our level. You ain't on our level. And it's not to talk down to y'all, but y'all ain't on our level. When it comes to this race shit, you're not. Any race of people. If you ain't Black American, true Black Americans, you can't speak to us, nigga. These are facts. You can sit there and pretend that, oh my God, well, I've been here for a couple of years. Mean nothing. Mean nothing. Y'all ain't on our level, man. Go ahead, bro. I'm sorry, man. These motherfuckers acting like they on our level. They not on our level. Who the fuck y'all think y'all are? You mad? Look, you mad Black people won't get you. Listen, to all the Spanish, I told y'all after this last election, why you acting like Black people supposed to care? I told y'all we feel betrayed from y'all. Ain't no coming back from this shit. We ain't fighting for y'all. Sorry. Go ahead, bro. I'm sorry. But they keep acting like we supposed to show them some love or something. Nigga, fuck y'all. Y'all on y'all own. Oh, the government came after y'all? We try to tell you. Now Black people supposed to step up. No, we not. We're not stepping up for nothing. We're just waiting on after they get rid of y'all, because we try to tell y'all, after they get rid of y'all, they're going to try to come after us. That's what we waiting on. We waiting on y'all nonsense bullshit that y'all don't recognize or live by. What we try to tell y'all. You get what I'm saying, bro, Bell? But good. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean, I read something on YouTube. I didn't mean to change the subject, but I read something on YouTube about the Latinos are crying about being deported. Well, y'all voted for this motherfucker Trump. I don't fuck with Trump. And in this era, not era, but in this country, you gotta pick a side. Which side are you with? Are you with the blacks or are you not?
Right.
And this goes for these motherfuckers that are constantly selling us out.
Mm-hmm.
These house nigga motherfuckers, they acting like they speak for us. Y'all don't speak for us. Y'all been selling us out. So fuck them niggas.
They on their own. All the Mexicans, Puerto Ricans, whoever you are, you on your own. They deporting y'all. What they got to do with us? Now you want Black people to speak up. Nah, we not doing that. Nah, you didn't respect us when we tried to tell y'all and warn y'all about this. It's a possibility. When everybody was like, oh, y'all selling out to Vice President Harris and the Democrat Party. Oh, we were sellouts. Oh, but now you motherfuckers getting deported. Okay, cool. All right, cool. You feel what I'm saying, bro, Bell?
Yeah.
Now, I'm a sellout. Because I say, hey, you know what? We got to get with Vice President Harris. We got to ride with the Democrat Party. Everybody got mad at me. Oh, you selling out. Selling out to what? Motherfucker, listen. Vice President Harris wasn't going to do this shit. Joe Biden wasn't going to do this shit. You motherfuckers now, okay, cool. What are you mad at me about? What are you mad at Black people about? Y'all chose this. We tried to warn y'all. And now y'all mad at us? How you get mad at us? And now Black people like, hey man, y'all on your own. No, they don't fuck with us, we good. And we just waiting on them to fuck with us. You feel me? And
yeah.
it didn't, even in the process of this shit, they still fucking with Black people. DI, all that shit. They still doing it. So we know it's happening, but it ain't like y'all shit. Y'all getting deported. We try to tell you, goofy motherfuckers, this is what's gonna happen. You was gonna get deported. Bro, like, why they mad? My question to you, why they upset at black people? My honest opinion to you.
Well, they shouldn't be mad. Well, first of all, I'm gonna put it like this to these motherfuckers. You can't play fucking victim, man, when you voted for a fucking racist. And I don't give a fuck who has a problem with what I'm saying. Yo, Donald Trump is a fucking racist, man. This plain and simple. It's plain and simple. That shit is in his profile of who the fuck he is. He don't give a fuck about black people or any other race. I've seen this motherfucker for decades. He's been shitting on other races. Okay, and for motherfuckers to be riding with this motherfucker for what?
Yeah.
And they are traitors, okay? What you would say about anybody that runs with Trump? Yeah, I would agree with you on that, man. That these motherfuckers are traitors for working with Trump, because Trump is a fucking traitor in this damn country.
Mm-hmm.
And I stand by that. I said it, you know. I'm standing by what I'm saying about Trump. I don't fuck with him at all.
And think about it though, right? They're talking all that gangster shit, right?
Yeah.
Trump is actually fucking the economy up right now. All them Trump supporters, it was like, oh, he gonna, lower the prices of eggs and gas and all that shit. Ain't none of that happening. He just running around with his racist friends trying to get rid of immigrants. That's all he's doing. Okay, fine. You trying to do that? Okay, fine. But like I said, how's that helping your pockets? You feel me?
Right.
And remember I said this, right? Everybody thought I was being arrogant about it. Nigga, I'm still going to work. You feel me? I still got a paycheck coming in. Man, everybody was talking about, the federal shit. You know, Trump did this shit, the federal shit. I said, nigga, that don't really matter to me. Remember everybody was talking all that goofy shit. Nigga, I'm fine. Nigga, listen. I filed my taxes. I'm good. I got money coming in and I work every day. I'm not waiting on no shit that y'all waiting on. You feel me?
What? Yeah.
Like, I'm not waiting on that shit. Like, nigga, I'm good. Nigga, my wife is good. My child is good. Like, what the fuck? I kept trying to tell these niggas. And like I said, I was like, I'm telling them, years go past. Yeah, that's going to be on y'all. You motherfuckers don't understand what they going to do to y'all. I'm good. Ain't nothing. Listen, there's nothing Trump can do to me to hurt me other than my people. If you start destroying my people, then nigga, I ride. But other than that, what I say, bro, Bell, I'm good. Who the fuck can do something to me? You feel me?
Right, yeah.
All the Latinos, Mexicans, they all out here complaining. Oh, I can't believe Trump doing it. Really? The fuck are you talking about?
Y'all voted for this motherfucker.
Right.
I'm sorry, Kenny. Yeah.
Good. I'm listening.
Y'all voted for this motherfucker, though, Trump, you know, and all the racist shit that he was fucking doing. What the fuck are y'all bitching and complaining for when you voted for this racist piece of shit?
Right. You don't get to do that. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know why they trying to sit there like they mad about something. What are you mad about? You voted for this shit. Everything that's happening, you voted for it. I try to tell y'all. Black people, try to tell y'all. Am I right or wrong, bro, Bell?
No, you're right. You're right.
We try to tell these motherfuckers. They sit there and now you mad, you angry, you upset. What are you upset about? Nigga. Okay. Listen, like I said, remember what I said, bro, Bell? I said, ain't nothing Trump people can do to me than anything. Unless they try to come at me on some fuck shit. You feel me?
Yeah.
Because it ain't nothing they can do. They can't stop my money. Right or wrong? Didn't I say that?
No, you're right.
They can't stop my money. I'm gonna get my money. So what can Trump do to me? I said that shit very clearly. Did I not? Or I'm just making it up.
No, you're right. You're right. Those are facts.
I try to tell these motherfuckers, y'all side with a dude that's a racist, man. Ain't nothing Trump can do to me. Nothing. I'm good in this motherfucker. Only thing Trump can fuck up is when his racist people want to go to war. That's it. Am I lying about that?
No, you're right.
What can he do to me financially?
He
What
can't
can
do shit.
He can't do shit to me financially. So I'm waiting on Trump to come at me on like full-blooded be racist, to come at black people. Because financially he can't fuck with me. You get what I mean?
Right.
I make enough money. I'm good. You feel me? And
right.
And then what I say to everybody, I say, make your money, man. Get your money. Didn't I say that?
You did.
Everybody saying, what you bitching complaining about? I told everybody what they supposed to do. I told everybody get their guns. I told everybody to do that shit. That's what we need to do. Stop worrying about other races and all that other shit. Didn't I say that?
You did, but motherfuckers don't want to listen.
All right, bro. Go ahead. I'm listening to you. Go ahead.
Yeah, man. And motherfuckers don't want to listen. And you know, people hear what they want to hear. You know what I'm saying? Trump, like I said, like I said, I blame the people that voted for this motherfucker. Yeah, to get in,
But that's easy to do. That's easy to go against the motherfuckers that voted for Trump. The problem is the motherfuckers that didn't vote or the motherfuckers that did vote for Trump. And now they out bitching and complaining. Remember when I said, I don't want to hear none of that shit. You said what you wanted, that's what you got. You feel me?
Yeah.
What fuck are you complaining about? You got what you wanted to get. Or Trump ain't do what he said he was going to do. Well, we told you that already. We told you, motherfuckers. And what are you mad about? I don't understand what you upset about. Or you got a problem with. But you got a problem with anything. I told you, motherfuckers. This shit is documented. All right, you know what? I'll do this, bro, Bell. I'm just done with people trying to pretend that they got a say. You got no say because you stupid. How about that? You know what I mean, bro, Bell? They stupid.
I mean, I'm gonna put it like this: if the motherfuckers they didn't vote, they shouldn't even have a fucking opinion. You're right. You should have a fucking opinion. We have the fucking right to fucking vote, And then people say, well, vote is a waste of time. Okay, cool. It's a waste of time. Okay, fine. Let's just go over that dumbass statement that people say. Okay, who we have as president? Trump. Trump ain't my motherfucking president, but he's the president.
I don't know what they want us to do, bro. They keep saying it. And it was like, oh, Trump the president. Okay, cool. What do you want us to do then? Like, I don't understand. I genuinely don't understand. Like, what do you want us to do, bro? We try to warn y'all about this shit. You mad at Trump because he didn't do what you thought he was going to do. We try to tell y'all, but then you so mad. That shit don't make no sense. You feel me?
Yeah, it doesn't.
So what we supposed to do, bro, Bill?
Man, we want to stupid. As you always say, man, we are, man. We want to fucking stupid here, man. We really are. We really are, man. Like, you know, so many motherfuckers in this country, the people that voted, you know, aren't that fucking bright. I'm gonna go ahead and say that shit up front, man. There's so many people that ain't that fucking bright though, because there's no way that I can sit up here and vote for no fucking racist, knowing what Trump has done and knowing his family, his resume. This shit is all facts. This shit is all on profile and it's documented.
No, they voted for a lot of motherfuckers. They voted for Trump. We know. They thought they was better than black people. And we built the country. That's what that is. It ain't nothing that complicated like that. They thought they better than black people. All these motherfucking goofies. They thought they was better than us. Okay, then fine, okay. Then now you got what you wanted. And like I said, you fucked around and found out. So okay, cool. Stop coming here and talking to me or talking to the rest of the black people that told you motherfuckers that shit won't work. This motherfucker is important. Everybody. He said he was just getting important. You know, he was going to get people out of here that was criminals. That's what he said, right?
Right.
Bob Bell. He important motherfuckers that's here legally. Right? And that
Right.
and his thing is to say, well, they're not here the right way. Well, they here, they didn't commit no crime. That's some shit that we need to talk about, but Trump don't give a fuck about that. And his fan base. And I told y'all when they got in there, they all racist. Every Trump supporter is racist. Every last one of them. They can sit there and lie and pretend that they ain't racist. They all racist people. But, bro, they you know, I'm the bad guy. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm.
I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that. I do partly. You know, Trump is fan base or racist, and then you get the black people that fuck with him that are sellouts. That's the shit that makes me fucking pissed off. It's like these motherfuckers are black, so these niggas should know better.
No, that's not true.
That's not okay.
No, yeah, because they black doesn't mean it's true. But they understand. You feel me? You hear me?
No, I didn't hear you. Shit.
You hear me? You hear me, bro?
Huh?
I said, you hear me?
Yeah. I didn't know. Yeah.
Yeah. Don't think it that. It is what it is. Sometimes, yo, it's not the same. They lie. Listen, when you trying to lie about some shit, yo, that people lie, bro. You feel me?
Yeah.
Hey, don't ever think that, yo, they lie. People lie, bro. They try to sit there and try to pretend that this shit is real. It's not real, bro. Bro, ask yourself, why is it that they sit there and they lie about it? You feel me?
Right.
Think about OBF. They don't defend OBF, do they? Who are defend OBF?
I don't think anybody defends OBF.
No, that's not true.
That's not okay.
I do. I defend OBF. I always defend our shit. You know what I mean? But that
Yeah.
motherfucker, he can't defend that. Weezy can't defend that. And say, oh, I'm OBF, I did that. But you know that nigga when his mom died, right?
Right.
Who defended him more?
I mean, I haven't heard from him. I don't think anybody has heard from him recent.
I defend OBF. I defend him. Motherfuckers talking about, oh, Weezy be trimming on the motherfuckers. What the fuck? Hey, nigga, I do that. You feel me?
Yeah.
Who defend him more? I do. That's why I asked you that question. Who defend motherfuckers on OBF more than anybody? I do.
Oh, you do. Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm asking the question, bro, nigga, I was mad at you, but do you think I think that you ain't OBF?
No.
We OBF, ain't we?
Right. Yeah. We are.
Okay, then. So what the fuck is going on with everybody else? Do we question talking OBF?
No, we don't.
Do we question
LT?
LT?
No, we don't.
We don't question that shit. We know that he's OBF. That's a fact. Now all these motherfuckers that sit there and pretend that they like us and something like that. Shay ain't like us. When Shay fuck with us? When last time you talked to Shay?
I haven't. I'm not even gonna sit back and lie. I have not.
How's she OBF now? How's Weezy OBF? That nigga lost his mama and flipped on everybody, didn't he?
Yeah.
And nigga, we still care about, you know what I mean? His mom passed away and shit like that, but what do you do after that? What's happened? What does this happen? That's what I'm trying to ask everybody. These niggas keep talking about they dead, but what they do? You know what I mean?
Right.
We OBF for a reason. What are they doing? They keep telling us, oh, nigga, we the frauds. But none of them niggas talk to us. When last time you talked to Shay?
I have not.
When last time you talked to
Weezy? I haven't talked to either one of them.
All right, then. So what we talking about, bro? How the fuck are they OBF? They're not OBF. You don't get to switch on us like that because you got a misunderstanding. The fuck out of here, bro. You feel me?
Yeah.
You don't get to do that. And then they did that shit, and then they trying to act like, oh, nigga, y'all the ones tripping. How we tripping? We OBF. We here. Y'all start talking to us. This is real talk. You feel me?
Yeah.
Nigga, mad? What are you mad about? We OBF. Nobody get to take nothing away. Listen, if I got a problem with you, bro, Belt, nigga, we gonna talk about it. You feel me?
Yeah, like we always do. Behind the scenes, you know. I'm not always right, you know what I'm saying? We had an issue, you know, when I told you that you glorify with street shit, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna sit there and lie about that. And I feel like I was out of pocket for that, you know, and I still feel like I was out of pocket to this day for doing that shit.
It's just a conversation that we have, though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not like you said what you said, right? You had a right. You had the right to say it, right?
Right.
And we talked about it, nigga. That's how that goes. Like, it wasn't like you was totally wrong, right? Like, but you had a feeling about, you felt a certain type of way about it because I'm your guy, right? Like, we
right.
OBF, like, nigga, you don't. I don't get to tell you, oh, bro, you can't say that to me, right? I may not like it, what you said to me. You feel me?
Right.
But you got a right to say that to me. It's like, oh, nigga, I don't like that, nigga. I think you on that bullshit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, yo, bro, no, I ain't doing that. We had that conversation. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, we did.
Like, it wasn't, all right, I was mad at you for saying it, but we had a conversation. These motherfuckers sitting here, yo, we OBF. Nigga, I don't think that we all gonna agree with everything. You think the bro Bell gonna agree with everything I say? What the fuck? Or I'm gonna agree with everything he say? Or I'm gonna agree with it. All of y'all say, what the fuck out of here? Why would you think that? But like I said, they did all that shit. Bro Bell, they did all that shit, right?
Right.
And now they want to sit here and act like, oh, we gotta kiss ass. But we ain't gotta kiss no ass to nothing. Like I said, when it comes at the end of the day, fuck Shay. Shay don't fuck with OBF. Shay can kiss my ass. I don't give a fuck about that shit. You don't fuck with OBF. You switched on us. These are facts. Ain't no shit I made up. Shay switched on OBF. When the last time you talked to Shay?
I haven't. Like I said, I haven't talked to her.
All right, so what the fuck am I mad at? What the fuck she can say about me? You can't say shit about me. You switched up on the whole fucking family. You feel me?
Yeah.
So what the fuck is Shay talking about? And any of them motherfuckers, what y'all talking about? We switched on y'all. We didn't switch on y'all. Nigga, we been here. We've been trying to show love. We've been here a long motherfucking time. Fuck them. That's how I feel, bro. That's how I feel. Fuck them. Barbell, ain't nothing else we can do, right?
No.
We handle that shit when we handle it. Right?
Right.
I love you, bro. I'm out, man. Fuck them motherfuckers. They pissing me off. Love you, man.